up. Let me see. What? No. Alright, I'm about to start, alright? Hey man, two minutes late. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
I can see your thing in your camera.
I sent it, alright? I think that's everything, and we might be good to go. So Jack, man, you still on that Madden?
Sadly, yes.
Why are you playing that, dude?
He's enjoying it. That's why, yo.
I don't know about enjoying it.
Not really.
Not really.
Really?
Community,
like
man. The community sucks, yo.
Seems like it's been keeping you occupied, though. All I see is playing Madden, yo.
Hate to see it.
Say 2020's dry?
Well, it's looking like 2019 redux out this motherfucker. This shit crazy.
But the funny thing is, when we were in 2019, we were like, 2020 about to be lit. 20 about to,
I miscalculated, man. I miscalculated.
You're saying that. Now you're saying the fucking thing.
I'm saying all kinds of stuff there, Jack.
I miscalculated.
What happened to your elbow?
Huh? Just what do you mean? It just look like that.
It looks like you were on it.
Excuse me? My other elbow look like that too, don't it? Yeah.
It looks like you were on your elbows. I don't know, dude.
What that mean? Hold on.
It means you were doing something like this. My elbows didn't look like that, see?
You white? Hold on.
You white?
Hold on. Let me see your elbows, Kofi. Hold on.
Nah, I don't think I lost.
Let me see your elbows. I know them shits look crazy.
Hold on.
See?
Let me see your elbows, J man.
My
Y'all
elbows
shit's
look
on one
fine.
foot.
What?
Show your elbows,
elbows,
Jay.
I don't know. We're showing our elbows.
See, his elbow kind of like that a little bit.
No, but that's not like
What?
your elbow.
I don't know.
Jack be breaking brick walls and shit with his elbows.
Man, fuck you, man.
That's how you fight?
I mean, I can. Oh, elbow.
My mic sound good?
Yeah, everything sounds good. Let's get a quick mic check. Hey, yo, we live, by the way. We try to start as early as possible. We're just gonna do a quick sound check. Let me know if I'm loud enough, cause y'all be saying that I'm never loud enough. So let me know if I'm loud enough today. Let me know if I gotta turn it down. Yo, Jamie, mic check real quick, yo. Mic check.
Mic check. What up? Let me know if y'all can hear me good. Please. Thank you.
Jack.
Hello.
Alex.
Hey,
Check
this
real
is
quick. No,
mic check.
Yeah, it's a mic check. All right.
I know. I was just talking shit. Relax.
Pre-show shit, man. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Now you finna go into a
Man,
whole
I said,
intro.
hey, I was talking some mic check.
Hold on. What? Alex, you gotta tell him to stand down like Dr. Trey did on Twitter the other day.
Hey, Kofi, you got to stand down.
Stand
Ooh,
down.
Trey was on your ass, boy.
The doctor paid you a visit.
He gave you that seat.
Yeah, this guy was really making a big ass deal over a fucking handheld screen.
Why isn't Trey in the
Nah.
podcast today? That's
Trey,
my
You
question.
see?
Trey had a point, dog. Trey had a
What?
point, dog. Kofi,
What?
you can try to sabotage
I was
shit,
trying
man.
to
You try to
Sabotage
sabotage shit, dog.
Damn shame.
Why would you put a portable screenshot against a desktop screenshot like that, dog? Why would you do that?
Like the fucking thing, it looked any different. It looked like a tad bit sharper. Like we're comparing like 720p to like 900p, but
Hey, what's that like?
Hey, man, P's
You
are
say
P's, dog. You know what
1.5
I'm saying?
times better than 720p, dog? That's the difference.
it doesn't change my point that the PC version looks fucking incredible, which was my whole point in general.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
All right, yeah, I think we're good to go. Everything sounds great. Real quick, let's do the sound check for the sound effects.
Stupid.
Yeah, I mean.
Eat a nigga ass or something.
All right.
There you go.
That's literally 2020's track of the year.
Get the fuck out of here. Huh?
All right, everything sounds like it's working. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. We didn't have a podcast last week because it was extremely dry, so we did a game night. Make sure you guys go check it out. It was a lot of fun. We played Castle Crashers and we played golf with your friends. So Jack, it was your first time. How do you feel about golf with your friends, man?
I actually like it. It's pretty cool. I like it.
It's pretty
This
entertaining.
is fun.
Huh?
It's fun.
It's
It's
a
got a learning curve to it. I think once you like know how the courses go, you it'll be a
Yeah,
better experience.
yeah. It's really a good time when you get together with like everybody in the Discord or something. We all play together. That's when it's like really fun. Also, like there's maps that you can also download too that people make. So it's pretty
I know the
entertaining
whole
stuff.
pure fuckery.
Oh, like custom maps.
Yeah, custom maps. Like we didn't play none in our game night, but there are custom maps. But let's go ahead and get started. We missed a podcast. Now we got a lot to talk about this week, actually, for once. So, Press Start Podcast episode 137. Wonderful 1 million. That's what it's titled today, man. We're gonna get into that. Jack's favorite company. We're gonna talk about them a lot today. But before we get into that, I just want to shout out to all of our patrons. Really appreciate all the support. Off the record next Tuesday, so make sure you guys send in your questions for that. I'm about to make the post after this podcast. And shout out to everyone who's just been supporting Press Our Podcast. Just throughout the years, man. We appreciate all y'all support. Make sure y'all hit the like button. And, share the podcast with your peoples on Twitter and other social media platforms. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start off with J Main. Say what up to the people.
Oh, man. What's going on, everybody? J May back checking in with the people. Definitely good to be back doing a regular show. I had fun with Golf with Friends, though. That was cool. Yeah. And Castle Crashers was dope, too. I definitely want to get back to that so maybe we can finish that together. But, yeah, man, it's dry out here. So, we're trying to make it work with, trying to do something at least every week. That way, we can provide as much content to share for you guys. And, we just appreciate y'all showing up. Hit that like button. And shout out to the Patreon supporters, too. Let's get it.
Jack Johnny.
Hello, everyone. I just want to make point out to everyone that The Last of Us Part 2 was originally supposed to release this month. How does that make y'all feel? Fuck 2020.
I mean, if you just wanted to go watch the movie, you could just go watch the movie, Jack.
What post did you say? The greatest lie ever told? And it was the original release date for Last of Us?
What was the release date, though? What was it, though?
The 21st of February.
41st.
Are we supposed to be? Oh, my God.
Could you imagine if it came out this month? Like, it would
have had the whole that would have been insane. That would have been perfect. Like,
it would have been perfect.
And then Cyberpunk, like, next month, right?
Yes, see, man, this is crazy.
Yeah, it would have been perfect if actually released.
I gotta wait till September for Cyberpunk. Like,
I took days off for Last of Us. I think I just kept them. off. Like, I might need that.
Shit, really?
Shit.
Really,
Yeah.
J-Man? So you have days off scheduled for like the 21st or some shit?
Yeah, I have them off. The very next day after the release date got announced, I went on the computer when I got to work and I requested those days off. And then a few weeks later, they fucking delayed it.
All right, so they delayed
on them off days.
They delayed it. And so now you ain't making no money. You ain't getting paid for those days.
Oh no, I'm getting paid, but I'm gonna need. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good time off. But I'm gonna need those days to mourn anyway, so I'm just gonna keep them off.
Yeah, might as well relax. And Alex, say what's up.
what's up, everybody? Thank you for coming on to the podcast again, even though we were off last week. I hope you enjoyed the game night. A lot of people were mad we were playing PC games, Kofi. They were like, I can't believe PC gamers play golf, and golf is fun.
That game was fun.
That game was lit.
It was fun. It was, that thing people forgot about, fun in video games. Man, spooky. Anyways, thanks for coming out to the podcast. And also thank you for showing up to my streams for Doom. I'm surprised how many people are actually showing up. It's really cool. And thanks for all the love on the God of War ranking video. I appreciate that.
You want to get into that real quick? So what was your
ranking God of War?
Let's make it short and sweet.
Okay.
Let's make it short and sweet because we be talking about God of War a lot on this podcast if you really think about it. So how did you rank all the God of War since you've played all of them now, Alex?
God of War 3, Chains of Olympus, and Ghost of Sparta are A.
Okay.
God of War 2 is a B.
Okay.
God of War 1 and God of War 2018 were C.
Oh.
God of War Ascension was a D.
We find on that list, dog. So you're saying there's no God of War that's a S tier? Not even one?
That's crazy.
Nah, I disagree.
3 is definitely S tier to me.
Three's close.
3 is a S tier game, bro.
3 is close. 3 is close. But there were a lot of issues with backtracking in that game. There were a lot of problems where a lot of the enemies were being repetitive again, and then there were some camera issues. So I can't give it an S because of that. So it's nitpicking, but it's close.
What did you have Ascension at, you said?
Ascension was a D. The lowest one.
That's arguably like the second worst God of War.
That is the worst God of War.
It might be the worst or second worst for me.
I can't.
I
can't. It's better than one. It's better than one.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That's tough.
It's better than one because the gameplay in Ascension is very good. It borrows a lot from 3, of course, but then it advances it with a lot of the other mechanics.
How many times are you sliding in Ascension? Because you're sliding down a ramp like 40% of that game. Like literally.
Ascension is not up there for me as for my favorite God of War.
It's the worst one.
I think a lot of people are slighted by the story of that game.
Here's what I think. I think the sequel to God of War 2018 is going to be really good. I think it's going to follow that same pattern where the first one was kind of like, meh, and the second one really kicked it up, and then I think the third one is going to be like fucking awesome.
J-Main, how would you rank the PSP games versus Ascension?
Okay. I would put Chain of Olympus over Ascension. And
those are better games.
Ghost was good. Those are better games.
Low-key, they're better games.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Because I would put the PSP games over God of War 1. So I'm putting them over Ascensions. Yeah. Okay.
I would put them even over God of War 2.
Jack,
nah.
Jack.
Jack about to leave. Nah. Hell no. Hell no, man. Taking it a little bit too far, dog.
Man, what the fuck is this dude talking about?
Yo, Jack.
What are you talking about?
Where are you putting Ascension in all of this? Let's hear it, though.
Oh, man, that story is pretty ass, though. That gameplay is good. The gameplay is good. Overall, it is probably... if it's not the worst one,
it's the second worst. That's what I said. Yeah,
so what's the worst?
I think
one.
I think it's better than... I'll put it over Chains of Olympus, and I don't know if I'll put it over 1.
And Ascension had that multiplayer. Oh yeah, that's definitely better.
That online was fire. I fuck with
Boy, you better stop.
That online was heat, though. That online was heat.
That shit was
I never played it. I never played it, so I can't.
I was giving people hands in that shit, yo.
I first got it. I'm like, this not gonna work in a multiplayer fashion. That shit worked, though.
Yeah.
Live the short life, though.
Yeah, short life should have been in the fucking bargain bin. Never made it. How's that? Fucking worst God of War. I literally that is the game that pissed me off the most out of the God of War series was Ascension.
Who was the director for that? I think it was Stig, right? Oh no, it was
Ascension.
Oh, Todd Pappy. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, Todd Pappy. Yeah, he had left.
I don't know who that is. I don't even know.
Yeah, he don't work in games no more, probably, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, Stig.
You know what, J-Man? Maybe they'll be able to recreate a good God of War in dreams.
Hey, yeah. Talk about it. Talk about it.
All right, so everyone here knows that me and J-Man have a bet for Dreams. Pretty much, J-Man said that Dream is going to get a higher Metacritic score than Ori and the Will of the Wisp. And I do not agree at all.
I don't know what you're doing there, J-Man.
The whole time, I was actually in the Dreams early access. I've been in the Dreams early access since April, I believe. But I just never, decided to try it because I was waiting for things to get created. And, I haven't seen anything on social media that, really made me want to, pop it in and try it and play it. But since, this bet is starting to get closer and it's starting to heat up and we're talking about it a lot more, I decided to give it a chance and play Dreams. And I will say this. As someone who does not create any sorts of video games, I'm here to play games. I have no interest in making games. From the selection that's available in the early access so far, super trash. Super trash. I took that part on that shit. It's super trash. And honestly, I'm just curious how reviewers are gonna review this game. If they review it as a tool, maybe you might actually get stellar reviews if they review it strictly as that. But as someone who's just playing the community stuff and not really into creating games, but just wants to play what other people experience, so far the offering is super trash. I'm keeping it a buck. And I plan on streaming it. Like, I retired from streaming, but I'm gonna actually stream it so you guys can see Like I don't do the streaming gameplay anymore.
Oh, you don't?
I don't do that. I don't do that no more. But I think I want to stream it so you guys can see for your very eyes. People think I'm actually going in there and picking the worst of the worst, but I'm actually in
It's clear that's what you're doing.
No, but
it's clear that's what you're doing.
I'm in the top rated games from Media Molecule. They have their own section of themselves, and I've been playing all. I actually streamed it in the Discord for Nova to watch. I forgot who else was there. I think Eric Empire was there. I think Strat was there. I was streaming it for all of these guys, and we were playing.
Did you play any of the games that I showed you?
We were playing the top. I think I played some of them, but not that one, that last one that you think. I played a first-person shooter. I played also, bro, the games in there, the creation so far. Like, it's cool that somebody made them, but this is not gonna hold anybody's intention. So I'm really curious on Media Molecule's campaign. If that's really good, then that's gonna be surprising. But so far, I haven't been impressed of none of the creations I played. There's literally creations that are literally like literally 2 to 3 minutes. Literally 2 to 3 minutes. That's it.
So that's the thing about Dreams is that the meat and potatoes of it is going to be the longevity of it, the creations that people are going to be making over time. The stuff that's already going to be there from the developers is what is going to, of course, get rated on, because those are the things that they had the tools, they had the game, they've been working on it for years. And then you're going to have the actual ease of use of the tools. So those are going to be the big things that it get rated on. You playing it for an hour, that ain't telling me shit. With your bias glasses on, that's not telling me nothing. Look, dog, I linked you so many good things. I linked you a whole video. When you try, hold on, no, let me talk, because you tried to shit on the animations with that Luigi's Mansion bullshit. And I linked you a video that showed you 4 different characters with fire ass animations.
J-Main, are you in the early access?
Bro, why would I be in early access?
Are you in the early access? Why not? Why not?
Because I'm waiting for the complete package to come out. I'm not gonna play the early access.
So look, I'm telling you, it is what it is. A lot of y'all are gonna get this game. Y'all gonna see this. Dreams right now is just a compilation of just rough ideas. That's all it is. A compilation.
You say you being nice. You're saying it's a compilation of bullshit.
Doc, it's a compilation of rough ideas. That's all.
Okay,
it is.
and what is Super Mario Maker?
Doc, it's a stage builder. What are you talking about?
And this is a game. And this is a game builder too.
It's not a game builder. It's a stage builder. So I don't know why you're even bringing that up. What does that have to do with anything?
Dog, you're talking about a game where people take ideas that have already been out there and blend them together and make a stage.
J-Main.
That's exactly what Dreams is.
J-Main, I'm gonna stream Dreams just for your ass, and I hope
don't
you're there
stream
and
nothing
watch.
for me.
Why don't you want to watch it? Why don't you want to watch it? Why don't you want to watch me play Dreams at all, though? Why don't you want to watch me play?
My bet is not against you liking the game. My bet is that the reviewers are gonna like the game. So that you streaming the game means nothing to me.
No, but I want you to see what's available and what the community has made. Like, I want you to see.
I've seen it, bro. I follow a YouTube channel called Project Genius. I've seen a bunch of projects on there that look good. I've seen it. I've linked them to you. I post them on my Twitter all the time.
Like, I even offered to send you my PSN. You could actually play. You could play some of this stuff. Like, the coolest thing that I actually played from Dreams out of that whole 1 hour that I streamed it in the Discord was a rock band Copycat, and it had 2 songs, and that was probably the neatest thing that I've played because it actually worked really well. Like, I've tried things like I said, it's just a whole bunch of like tech demos, a compilation of tech demos. Literally, I played one of the highest rated games. I was like a robot, and I walked from one point to another point, and the experience was over right there. I'm like, okay. So like, I don't understand.
Did you play a game called Splatty's Adventure?
Huh?
Did you play a game called Splatty's Adventure?
All right, so link me. Like the ones that you think
nah,
are gonna blow my
the fix is in, dog. The fix is in. I'm not linking you nothing else, dog.
How am I supposed to know this, though? Yo, but how am I supposed? You're saying that like I'm supposed to know like this. How am I supposed to know Splatty's Adventure is like the best thing? How am I supposed to fucking know that? How am I supposed to know that?
If you're looking for good content, all you have to search on YouTube for it. That's all you have to do. You clearly don't want to do that.
No, but Media Molecule puts up the best. Bro, I'm about to stream Dreams on live on this podcast right now, Jack, for these niggas. Media Molecule has a category where
you're wasting your time.
Just give me my money, Jamie. That's all I have to say. Just give me my money. Just give me my fucking money.
Yeah, it's looking spooky for Dreams.
Just give me my money.
It's not, dog.
Just give me my money, bro.
It's cool.
It come out next week now. We know this.
It come out next week.
We're going to know by next week.
And I'm not saying, listen to me clearly. I'm not saying Dreams is going to score bad. I'm not saying that at all. because I already know that there's a group of gamers that like creating shit. There's people who love playing like Minecraft and like building all sorts of crazy shit. No, you know what I mean? I just feel like what's offered right now is just a compilation of just rough ideas. There's like one of the highest rated games was literally me as like a kind of stick looking figure, and like there's enemies around, and not enemies around, but they were like just dummies around, and you're just testing out like the sword action, like combat on them, you know what I mean? And it's like after you play that for like 2 seconds or you test it out, then it's like on to the next one, right? Then I played a game of pool. Someone created like a pool table. It actually looked pretty cool, but the physics were all fucked up and shit. And I played like a bowling game as well on Dreams, one of the highest rated ones too in the community. And it was literally like I wish I recorded gameplay. It was really like it was really weird. That's all I gotta say. And I can't wait to more people, because I see a lot of people extremely hyped for it. I can't wait to the community that's actually just interested in experiencing and not creating how they are gonna feel about it. I want them to come back and report to me. So we're gonna leave it as that.
We've seen it before with Little Big Planet, so I ain't worried.
But that's one thing. That's it's kind of different with this. These are
had 2
stage
games,
builders.
bro.
Yeah, but Little Big Planet's like a fucking stage builder. Another stage.
Little
builder.
Big Planet 2 was not a stage builder, bro. You don't know your shit. You could do way more than stage builder Little Big Planet 2.
From what I've seen, it looked like just a fancy stage builder though. You create levels and you share them with the community. So you're saying Little Big Planet wasn't that?
It was more than just a stage builder.
Because I really didn't.
Well, you could create more than just stage building in that game. So it was
what
like,
else can you do then?
It was similar to how Dreams is, but just not as advanced. You can do more than just 2D side scrolling type games. You can do the 3D aspect. You can make like a co-op shit, like co-op fun games and party games and shit like that too. So yeah, this is just that on steroids, and that's my thing. I think that with the tools being ease of use, I think it's gonna be good.
Okay, all right. So this bet is spicing up, but we're gonna take it to the chat. I just want to see what the chat thinks real quick. I want to get y'all involved.
I think anything Jamie needs to hit your PayPal right now.
So I just want to hit up the chat.
I'm not losing, dog.
I just want to hit up the chat.
I think you're gonna hang out like you and Kid Smooth gonna hang out in the L bracket.
Yo.
Look,
Sorry,
to
bro.
be honest,
y'all gonna learn to respect Media Molecule at the end of the day.
Honestly, this can go J Main's way. It really can. It will. It's very possible. Depending how look. See, I didn't try and create anything because I have no interest in creating things. Depending how complicated it is. I'm hearing the tutorial for Dreams is fucking like long as fuck. Depending like how easy it is to create, we're gonna really see how it is. I do know that people love these type of creation type of, Project Sparks, Minecraft type of games. So it really could go either way. But I just want to take to the chat real quick. Which game do you think is going to have a higher Metacritic score? I just want to see where everybody's head is at. Do you guys think Ori and the Will of the Wisps is going to have a higher Metacritic score, or do you think Dreams is going to have a higher Metacritic score? So Ori or Dreams, let's see them in the chat real quick. Let's see them in the chat. I want to see where the chat's at real quick, because fucking Ori looks incredible. Like, Jamie, it looks incredible, dog.
Nah, Ori do look good, though.
Ori looks fucking incredible.
I ain't gonna hold you. That shit do look good.
Like, they added a whole bunch of shit to Ori. Like, I see he has a fucking sword, a bow and arrow now, and also so there's boss battles in the game now. Obviously, the stunning soundtrack and the story looks on point. The Metroidvania looks on point. Like, I watched gameplay the other day. I'm like, this shit looks fucking incredible. So I'm actually would be surprised because you feel like Ori's gonna score lower than what it got, right? The last time, right? And I'll be actually surprised because everything looks like it's on steroids to me.
Because I think it has more eyes on it, and I think you're gonna have a lot more fuckboys out there that's gonna give it just unnecessary flack.
And why do you feel like Dreams is not gonna get them type of reviews either?
Because I don't think it's gonna have a lot of reviews to begin with, like as much as a traditional PlayStation game, and because of the type of game that it is. And I think that the people that will review it are into these type of games, and like I said before, with it having good previews of the ease of use with the tools and stuff like that, I think those people are finding a liking to it and understand that the community is going to take this game to the next level, and it's going to get good graces for that.
Okay. You said that for Ori and the Blind Forest, there wasn't a lot of eyes, or you feel like there's gonna be more eyes. I'm looking at the Metacritic score right now, and it has 73 critics with an 88 Metacritic score on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of critics still for a game. That's a lot.
No, like more eyes in the sense that like, okay, so it might have like a couple, like maybe 10 or 20 more reviews versus the first one, but maybe those 10 or 20 out of that, you might have 5 people in there that are going to be like, that might just shit on it. You know, you have those people out there that, you know, people that gave Uncharted bad scores and Horizon like 4 out of 10s and stuff like that. So
yeah, you're always gonna have those type of reviewers, and so I guess we're gonna see. Well, the bet's heating up. Next week we're gonna find out the Metacritic of Dreams. Then we gotta wait like 2 more weeks to find the Metacritic of Ori. So we're gonna finally see who wins this $60. I know if J-Main wins, I'm definitely not gonna hear the end of it. And I'll set my L like a man, of course. So
you're gonna have to address me as a totally new name if I win. I already got that queued up. So,
but
you know what I mean?
Well, BG also took this exact same bet that he's seen us doing it. He took that exact same bet with Jay Barry. So out of that, me and BG are gonna be sharing a W, or we're gonna be sharing a L, and you and Jay Barry are gonna be the winners after this. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to watch it all play out. Let me read some super chats real quick. We got one from the Superior Artist. He says, "Hey Kofi, if you have the chance, check my Twitter account, the Amazing Artist 89. I did a cool PS4 drawing, and there's a sneak peek of the second drawing under it. All right, yo, I'm gonna check you out. We got a donation from BG. Said J-Main been wearing Durex too tight, brain don't work.
Wow.
Wow. Hey, BG, you better just watch out for them barbs, dog. They was on your head top on Twitter the other day, dog.
Yeah, you went into hiding. He changed his avatar.
Yeah, he changed his avatar and took down his description.
Profile.
Yeah, he think he's slick. Yeah. Think he's slick.
Yeah.
They coming to get you.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to one of the main topics of today. Wonderful 101 got a surprise Kickstarter launch. You know, Jack's favorite studio, Platinum Games. Me and Jack also have a bet for Platinum Games. He believes that the studio will get acquired or closed down before Bayonetta 3 releases. So me and Jack have a $20 bet with that as well. All right, so pretty much Wonderful 101 has been rumored for some time now to come to the Nintendo Switch. Then another rumor resurfaced saying that Wonderful 101 is going to be a Kickstarter, that it was going to come to PlayStation, PC, and the Xbox One. And we got official confirmation in an official Kickstarter page from Platinum Games themselves that, yes, this is indeed true, and Wonderful 101 will be coming out to the Nintendo Switch, PC, and PS4.
Not the Xbox.
Not the Xbox. So that's another topic in itself that we're gonna get into. The goals were for the Kickstarter were, what's it, 50K for the Nintendo Switch version, 250K for the Steam version, and 500K for the PlayStation 4 version. So before we, even discuss about Wonderful 101 and stuff, how do you guys feel about a developer coming out and kickstarting a remaster of a game? How do you guys feel about that? Let's start off with Alex.
No, sir, I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
Why?
Because this isn't a Kickstarter for the game. This is a Kickstarter for them to get investors to give them money to make the game. And honestly, the game's being released in what, April?
I don't know, to be honest.
Oh,
it's going to be released soon, like real soon, which means the game's done, which means you didn't need the Kickstarter, which means why'd you make the Kickstarter, which means what do you do? What do you need our money for? And you just got invested by Tencent. So why are we doing the Kickstarter?
Oh, yes, that's April 2020.
The game, April 2020, it's February, March, April, 2 months. Super weird how all of a sudden you need $1 million to do a game that you've already done. It's coming out in 2 months to put on all these other ports. Man, that's real spooky if you ask me. It's almost like the game was already done before the Kickstarter and they needed, what, 50K? Who needs 50K?
See, I don't understand the business when it comes to putting like games on multiple platforms. I don't know if there's some sort of fee or anything. See, look, I don't know stuff like that. Do you guys know anything about that? Do you think there's a fee to
if
put it
there's
on
a fee,
PlayStation or something
hold
like
on.
that?
If there's a fee,
Okay.
I wouldn't need the money from the Kickstarter. I'd use the money that Tencent gave me to pay that fee.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just gonna
Jack.
crack my beer and just sit back with facts.
Jack,
I'm sorry.
How do you feel about a remaster getting the Kickstarter?
Before I say anything, I never thought I would ever say this. Alex is 100% correct on this.
Oh,
This
hell
is
no.
great.
Hold on, I gotta get some
Now-
context.
Now, first of all, just continuing on what he said, this was a clear finesse. Okay, all the signs point. First of all, I don't have a problem with most. Well, it depends. It depends on case by case basis. But this was a fucking finesse. Okay, first of all, like he said, they announced, oh, if we get this amount, we'll add this story mode, this side scrolling mode, this extra content. It's coming out in 2 months, so clearly it was already fucking done. You don't need no money. You already did it, right?
You already did it.
That's one thing. The 10-cent shit, they already got backing. How you gonna announce you getting backing to become an independent publisher, and then a week later say, hey, we need to kickstart this to port it to? Like, come on, man. It's a fucking finesse, and I can't believe people funded this. And I read on Twitter that the original Wonderful 101, granted, it released the same week as GTA 5. It sold like less than that. What they say, 500K
bro,
worldwide?
God.
Oh my god, it flopped.
Now here's the
so
crazy
bad.
thing about the
It's
Wonderful
flopped
101.
So bad.
Wonderful 101 is actually a great fucking game. It's a
Okay, now
great fucking game.
And I don't agree with you. I
was with you at first.
And I'll tell you what, I fucking love Platinum Games because I think they make good fucking games.
I fuck with them too.
But the fact that they did this, made this Kickstarter, made it $50,000. It wasn't like what they did for Bloodstained, right? Where it was, here's the kick, or even Shenmue, Jack, where they made the Kickstarter to get money to show investors to then do that to give investors like, okay, there's going to be a return here. We can give them money for that too and get extra money for that. No, it's in 2 months. The game's done. Now you're going to put it out again after a Kickstarter for 50K and it went to $1 million? Wow. Y'all some simps. Y'all some real simps.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, how you need? Wait a minute. How you need 50K to put it on Switch, but you need $500,000 to put it on PlayStation? That don't even add up, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
see,
come on,
like,
yo.
You need 250K to put it on PC? How does that make sense?
You see, like I
digital
don't
platform.
know like the background stuff, so I don't want to like sound like ignorant. Like I would need someone who actually knows the industry really well to like maybe ask these kind of questions. And stuff like
As
that.
your father would say, it's the optics of it. The optics don't look good.
Yeah, but you bring up a great point because I never really looked at it that way. That it is coming out in 2 months. It's not so this shit has to be in some
gotta be done.
Got in some stages of development, right? In 2 months time.
Done. No, not some stage.
Yeah,
it's
right?
done. It's done.
So why are these?
Yeah.
I
I think we could assume that at least the Switch port is like done.
The Switch port is done. Absolutely.
They only asking for 50K for that, but now y'all bring up some good points.
They bring up good points. They definitely do.
I ain't never played Wonderful 101, so I didn't give two fucks when this was announced.
It's really fucking good.
I'll have to look into it. Definitely have to look into it. But nah, they backed it though. This shit is at 1.4 million right now. They backed that motherfucker.
Crazy, yo.
All right, let me read this. Super chat from DJ King Gaming.
Xbox stretch goal is 10 million.
I'm pretty sure he has some damage control for this happening. Shout out to DJ. He says, the Wonderful 101 remaster was a deal before Tencent. All right. He says Nintendo told them to make it an exclusive with them or do it themselves. The Switch version was done. The Kickstarter was self-publishing and the extra content. So what do you guys have to say in response of that?
So then why do the Kickstarter?
I mean, yeah, if the Tencent deal was...
I think he says the Kickstarter was for self-publishing and the extra content. So
if it's already,
do we know the price of self-publishment and shit?
If Nintendo told them to make it an exclusive with them or do it themselves, right? So if they wanted to do the extra stuff, the Kickstarter could have simply been, hey, we want to put it to other platforms. We just need the money to cover the cost of putting it to other platforms. And it's like 50K or whatever the fuck.
Well, wait a minute. How did the deal before? Even if it was before Tencent, oh, you need to self-publish this. Oh, okay, now we got somebody to give us money to self-publish. Like, it don't matter when they made the deal. If they was planning on doing it, hey, we was planning on doing this. Can we get the money? Like, what's going on? Some weird going on with this.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Now, if it was like, okay, the game's gonna come out in a year or in like 8 months, we're just gonna port it to Switch first and then do the other stuff later. And here are the dates we're gonna put the other stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. But the fact it's 2 months.
Well, I heard the PC is gonna have like ultra wide support, and so it looks like they will be going in there and making some changes.
Oh, you mean a regular PC port? I'm sorry.
Well, not all PC ports have ultra wide. I had ultra wide monitor for some time. Not all.
They should have it.
Not all games are ultra wide support. So it seems like they're gonna go in and do some enhancements. Hopefully, they're good enhancements and make it worth while. J-Man, did you already say what your thoughts on? Like how do you feel about like them kickstarting a remaster though? Like how do you feel about that? Like that concept? Do you have a problem with that? Do you have a problem with that?
For this kind of game, I don't know how much it sold. It did
bad. It did really bad.
It did a remaster. So, for instance, it's taking everything out, and like you said, just the concept of a remaster being kickstarted. If a game didn't sell well, and fans, you had like the small population of fans that's been like begging for you to remaster or bring it to another platform, I don't think I would have a problem with them being like, all right, well, y'all put your money where your mouth is.
That's where I feel. That's how I feel because like this game was like a big flop, even by Platinum standards. You know what I mean? Like this was actually a really, really big flop, right? So just like what J-Main says, like when it comes to them choosing, because I've seen some people complaining about that, like how you kickstarting a remaster, like not a new game or anything. Like I actually really don't have like a problem of that idea. Like maybe, for example, like say a Kickstarter page came up for like, oh, we will remaster or remake The Simpsons Hit and Run. There's a lot of people who ask for that game to come back, but put your money where your mouth is or whatever and make it happen for a remaster of that game. I would gladly, be absolutely fine with that because at least like the audience is gonna support it, like the diehards. Yeah. You have a choice, right? You have a choice whether to support it or not. So like how do you feel about that, Jack? Like that aspect, like
I mean, like I said, it's a game by game basis. I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with that. But then again, if they come out that, oh, we'll put this mode in, but we need the money, and then you find out the shit been done, like we launching it like next week. It's like, hold on, how you launching it next week with all this shit in, and then you need like, so it's like, did you really need the money, or do you just want the fucking money? Like, I need some more transparency with this shit, man. But I don't know. They got it. People that funded the shit now, man. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, man. I really don't. Hope y'all enjoy it.
We got a donation from Frog Dreams. He says he dropped the God of War code in the chat. If you did, man, thank you.
You did.
I
saw it.
God of War PS4.
Wow. So big shout out to you, y'all. Whoever gets it, y'all gotta shout out Frog's Dreams for that, man. That was very nice of you, Doc. Very nice of you.
It's appreciated.
Yeah.
Oh, my dog Los sent me some fucking Fortnite codes that I think I'm gonna drop too.
You're gonna drop it in the chat. If anyone's interested, you might as well just drop it in the chat. Anyone interested? I might drop the codes too in the chat. I got some codes. Yeah, so that's happening. How do you guys feel about the Xbox not getting a version? Does this does this mean
Xbox, dude.
Does this mean that Platinum Games got a beef with Xbox? Because it's sure looking like they really got a beef.
Xbox, dog.
You know what it is? Because when this Kickstarter got announced and they only showed like the 3 platforms that I was coming to, and they said they have stretch goals and they were blurred out, I was actually really thinking Xbox release was gonna be one of them. Like maybe in the
I thought it was too.
I really thought it was gonna be one of the, but once it actually met the goals and we seen like the stretch goals, it was like time attack mode.
It just totally just
some extra music mode, Jack.
Right
extra music. So niggas want
a remix of the soundtrack and shit.
So niggas want niggas want $1.7 million for a remix mode before they put it on Xbox. Not even a digital release on Xbox. Jack, does Platinum got beef with Xbox? That's my question to you. Jack.
Of course.
They got beef. And what do you think? Why? Why do you think Platinum got beef
Well,
with
of
Xbox?
course, nobody's stupid. You know the whole
Scalebound?
Scalebound fiasco.
Mhm.
And even though I cannot stand Platinum, I really can't. I appreciate the pettiness. Shout out to Kamiya. I appreciate this is hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. They
Well,
got
didn't
like
the-
over $1 million and still not bringing it
Wasn't
back.
one of the stretch goals that Kamiya unblocks everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was it?
Yes. I think
It's
it was another
beautiful.
goal where he blocked you or some shit. I don't know. It's just weird.
I don't know.
It's like
I
weird
know
stuff.
there's a tier for this Kickstarter that's $6,000. $6,000, right? $6,000 and the last time I checked, there 2 people backed it for $6,000.
Hold on, let me see this shit.
Crazy.
Samp.
But that was it might have been Canadian though. That's my money, so it might be a little bit lower in the US. But
Hey man, a simp is a
Oh,
simp.
I see it. Well, I see one that's 2.5
I'm surprised it got this high, bro.
2,500.
2,500. What's the most expensive one?
That's the biggest one I see.
So why I saw one for 6,000. Are you sure it's not sold out? It might be just sold out.
Well, this one, even the one that says 25 or 2,492
It's
says
sold
it's
out?
no longer available.
No
Yeah, it's
longer
sold out.
available. Oh, I guess in my money, I seen 6,000 or some shit like that in there. So that's crazy.
That's unreal.
That's crazy. Man's got money out here, Jack.
Now, see, God, I need these people to start watching my streams. God damn. I have to make some stretch goals at this moment. Yeah.
Yeah. So Alex, you think Platinum's not really fucking with Xbox after that whole Scalebound fiasco? Do you?
Easy. Well, Xbox owns 100% of Scalebound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Platinum thinks it's theirs. Xbox thinks it's theirs. And there's going to be some bad blood with it, especially with when that was happening. Kamiya was actually sick. Like he was physically ill. So who knows what was going on with that? And then to have that beef there or that bad blood, it doesn't make any sense. And Xbox honestly should give the rights back to Kamiya and to Platinum so they can finish that
So we might as
fucking
well segue into that topic because that is another topic, and we might as well jump into that one since we're here. Platinum Games, I think in an interview was asked about Scalebound,
Yeah.
right? And they came out and said that they would love to continue working on Scalebound. They would love to finish the game. It was, I guess it was like a passion project for them, but they said that Microsoft would have to allow it. In the quote, it made it seem like they want the rights to Scalebound before they would do this. It didn't seem like they want to jump back into bed and make it an exclusive with Microsoft.
Correct.
That's how the quote came off to me, like how I read it. Let's see if I could find exactly what it says.
That's how I'm taking it too, because just the way that they're even doing like the whole Platinum 4, like the top 4, like the the Capcom 5, the Platinum 4.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. Like they'd want that game back to like really do something with it. But I don't know, man. Like that'd be great to have it.
Microsoft got to get on their petty shit now and give it to Ninja Theory, and have them finish it.
Now it wouldn't be the same. I think that would be an L for Microsoft to do something like that. I think it's actually a better.
I think that should be hilarious.
I think it's actually a better look if you give it to Platinum Games for them to make it multi-platform. Like who cares? Give it to fucking Platinum Games and let the game come out in the light of day, man.
Nah, you heard Phil talk about competition and shit like that. He might be getting back in his petty bag, man. I need that fiery Microsoft back, man. And this would be something that would be good. You know what I mean?
But they just got 1.4 million. You can buy it back from us. We ain't gonna charge
Right.
you too much, man.
Right? I'm just on the side of the I just want to see the game come out. That's all I really care about. Whether Microsoft.
So they can give it to Ninja Theory and still make it fucking multi-plat.
But
you know
it won't be that Platinum Games experience. Like the thing that you guys niggas got to understand. I know Jack doesn't fuck with Platinum Games, but they do make a very unique style of game though. Like it is what it is.
Good. It's called
good.
Yeah.
Like I think they're good. You know what I mean? But they make a very unique style of game that I think if you move like Bayonetta to like Ninja Theory, I don't think it's like the same kind of game. I think Platinum got their own type of magic that they do with these type of games. You know what I mean? So that's how I personally feel about the situation.
I would have faith though in Ninja Theory especially after DMC. I like DMC.
DMC was a good game, like combat wise. Even though people absolutely hated how they made good Dante in the game, but the game played well though. The game played
very well to
The game
me.
played
I enjoyed
well.
my time with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I think it needs that Japanese magic on it. You know what I mean?
Japanese magic.
That Japanese magic on it. So.
Fucking Christ, Kofi.
Yeah. So yeah.
And Ninja Theory got like 30 projects they working on anyway, so they probably wouldn't be able to do it.
Shit, fucking Platinum Games too. They're working on Bayonetta, Babylon Falls. We got this wonderful 101. Who knows what Platinum Games is making next? But that's the whole situation with that. It's crazy how it hit its goal in under 24 hours. I know Jack was ecstatic about that.
It was not.
I'm pretty
What's
sure.
that? The PS4 goal?
But you know what, Jack? How would you feel about, Sony coming out there or saying that, okay, y'all keep on crying about the SOCOM thing, right? All right, we'll start a Kickstarter for SOCOM 2 or whatever remaster. Would you have a problem with that? With Sony coming out and doing that?
I mean, I wouldn't donate to it, but if that's what the thing with that type shit, like I don't like the fact that Sega did that with Shenmue because we see how Shenmue 3 turned out. I think it could have been a way better game if they would have just funded the fucking game or PlayStation. Like, hey, fuck Sega, we'll fund it.
That's why I think I would rather support a remaster or, just bring in another game to another platform like Kickstarter over a new game Kickstarter, because it seems like a lot of these new game Kickstarters be a finesse. You know what I mean? It seems like there's a whole bunch of promises and it never delivers, or they're just stuck in Kickstarter, or people just take the money and run with it. So I rather actually, pledge for a project that I know like the game's like already done and they're just moving it to another platform, if I like just to get a higher resolution or a better performing version of that game. That's why I think I would rather support a remaster Kickstarter over a new game Kickstarter, because like you said with Shenmue 3, as soon as I seen that it was announced for a Kickstarter, I'm like, this shit's gonna be trash. It's not gonna get enough money for it to
the budget
really
right.
It's not gonna get enough money for it to be really what we want, because you guys got to remember with Shenmue 1 and 2, those games nearly bankrupt fucking Sega. Like if you know the history behind it, like those games cost a lot of money to develop. So the simple fact that the sequel, what people are really anticipated was a Kickstarter project, you already know it's gonna be ass. It's gonna be half-ass, and clearly it was. I watched Jack play the final boss of that game, and I was like, "What the fuck is this shit, bro? This shit is complete ass." So yeah, but let's move on. Well, go ahead, Jay.
I was gonna say now real quick, like if they did lower like SOCOM, I think if they like you said, if they remastered, I think it would be more accepted than if they made a new one.
Yeah, I think it would be successful as well too. I think if Sony came out with a campaign or whatever, say, yo, we'll bring SOCOM 2 remaster, remake.
But SOCOM was so pivotal in that moment when like so many other games were doing all this stuff like Call of Duty and Halo and stuff like that. SOCOM was that weird game that had a really small time to kill, like single shot headshot, squad based strategy, like communication based, and like I don't know if that's gonna fit in today's sort of like market.
I think it would reach the goal just because of
just the
hardcore fans that keep on talking about it. Yeah, because if you really take it in, if we go and look at the number of whatever $1 million Wonderful 101 is that, it's not like a whole bunch of people if you really take it in. What is it? What is it, Jamie? 30,000?
Like 30,000. Yeah,
29,000 people. So
yeah.
29,000 people really came together and put together what $1.4 million.
That's
not even 21,000.
21,000.
Even less.
So think about that. 21,000 people put up almost 1.4 or whatever.
That's insane.
Million. That's a lot of fucking money for 21,000 people, right? So I'm pretty sure the SOCOM community that'd be always crying and they wanted to come back would do the exact same thing.
You think they'd put up?
I think they'll do the exact same thing as well. I think there's certain franchises, certain games that people like love like so much that they would go out and support. I think there's a lot of old school franchises that a lot of people would love the opportunity to kickstart to bring them back.
Parasite Eve would be one of them.
I think a lot of people cough up that money. You know what I mean? But let's move on to other topics. Since we're on this topic of kind of sort of Nintendo, Daemon X Machina is coming to PC next month. This was a game that I was never really feeling because I always thought it looked cool in the trailers. First of all, like if you see my reaction to it when it was first announced, I thought it looked really awesome in the trailers. until I literally got my hands on the demo and played it, I'm like, this shit's fucking ass. Like, the frame rate on the Switch was terrible. It just didn't feel right. But now the game's coming to PC. I seen the 60 frames per second gameplay. It looks a lot smoother. Hopefully the PC version comes with a demo as well, so I can try it out. Or we could do Alex our special demo, our special exclusive demo to try out
from the developers.
We'll have our keys sent to us directly from the.
PC terrorist, Jack. PC terrorist.
You know the vibe. You know the vibe.
Our special demo to try it out to see how it is. You know what I mean? Before we cough up that money. But yeah, Daemon X Machina is coming out to PC, and that's a good look.
Yeah, they were saying it has like 200 FPS on PC or up to 200 FPS. I think it has an FOV slider and
all the good stuff
like that. So yeah, that's gonna work wonders. Because even when I played, even though I liked the demo, I had issues definitely, of course, with the frame rate and the FOV was a big issue.
Yeah. So I'm definitely willing, because I never bought the game. I don't even own the game on Switch. I'm willing to give it a second look, depending on how like the reception is on the PC version. I'll definitely would like to give it another chance, because clearly maybe this is how the game was meant to be played. Actually good performance and all that shit.
It still got a demo on Switch?
Yeah. Maybe
okay,
the prologue.
Kofi,
go ahead.
This is what I need you to do when this game come out on PC.
Yeah.
Take a screenshot of both.
Dr. Trey.
Please. That's gonna be my entertainment for that.
You know what?
man.
I might have to call out the Nintendo community today, Jack.
They came for your neck.
Oh, what's going on? Whoa.
I stand with them.
Hold on, let me get my shit off. I might have to call out the Nintendo community. They're giving me kind of bad vibes right now. You know how
What you talking about?
there's all right, I'm gonna get to it. Listen to this. You know how there's people, even somebody on this podcast like Jack said he was gonna quit gaming.
Facts.
We got somebody that was gonna shoot up Sony headquarters. He threatened to shoot up Sony headquarters. Crazy.
Oh man.
Over Horizon Zero Dawn coming to PC, or the possibility, just the thought of it, just wanted them to go crazy. We got Jay Barry losing his mind over this on Twitter. He wouldn't stop tweeting about it. You know what I mean? So with the news of Wonderful 101, when it was a rumor, before it was a reality, coming to a possible release coming to PS4 and PC. You know what I mean? I was reading some threads, Jack, and a lot of comments were, Nintendo owns the IP. It can't be real. Nintendo owns the IP. It can't be real. Nintendo owns, with Wonderful 101. It can't be true. Nintendo owns the IP. So I'm starting to feel like a vibe, Jack, that maybe if some of these Nintendo games got an official PC release or a release to another platform, maybe Nintendo fans would behave the same as these other corporate slaves. I was starting to get that kind of vibe, and it left me really disappointed, especially in the Nintendo fans, where, my nigga, all of Nintendo games have been on PC for like the longest time illegally. PC gamers have been literally emulating Nintendo games forever. Like, Jack, I could even think back as far as when I was just a child, bro, playing even Virtual Boy, an emulator. Like, that shit's been around for so fucking long. Jack, to this day right now, every single Zelda game, Jack, are you listening? Every single Zelda game can be emulated on PC right now. From Link's Awakening, Breath of the Wild, Wind Waker HD, the GameCube version of it, Four Swords, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, all of them games can be emulated on PC right now. So it strikes me pretty strange that a Nintendo fan would actually be mad if Nintendo decided to put these games on PC officially. Why would you be mad at that when people are already emulating these games?
Because you gotta buy the hardware, Kofi.
So that's what got me a little bit, I was getting a bad vibe from the Nintendo stands. I was getting a really bad vibe, Jack. So Are all corporate slaves just the same, man? Do we have to just come a thing, man? They all just the same, right, man?
To a certain extent, I would say yes. To a certain extent, yes.
I would say confirmed.
Because I was getting a bad vibe, man. I was getting a bad. So, see, I'm all right. We got Blandrew in the chat defending his people. Blandrew said,
Here we go.
Blandrew said, I didn't see a single person upset that Wonderful 101 and Daemon X Machina was coming to PC. Blandrew, with Daemon X Machina, I agree. I didn't see anybody crying about Daemon X Machina. But Blandrew, I will say this. One Wonderful 101 was a rumor. Did I see anyone threatening to shoot up Nintendo headquarters? No. Did I see anyone threatening to quit gaming over this? No. Are you listening? But I did see, when it was just a rumor, I did see a lot of people saying it can't be true. Nintendo owns IP. It can't be true. And that, like, I just know the thought process of a corporate slave. You know what I mean? I know why they're asking that kind of question. They're saying it can't be true. Nintendo owns the IP. Like, I could show you the proof, the evidence when this shit was just a rumor, and people were trying to figure out, like, how is this even possible? You know what I mean? Okay, so Blandrew saying Wonderful 101, people were just discussing who owns the IP, not getting angry or talk about quitting gaming. LOL.
Go to that Game Explain video. Go to that Game Explain video. Read the
but I just got but Blandrew, I'm just saying. I'm not saying, you know, I just got some bad vibes from certain people. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I'm just saying, as a Nintendo fanboy, if Nintendo ever decided one day to bring their games to multiple platforms, like PC release,
it'd be great.
Maybe a place. I'm all for that. First of all, I don't get.
I wouldn't like that.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it, Jack. Trust me, I'm all for it.
Because
go ahead.
Now it really wouldn't be a reason on the Switch after that. That's over with. Oh, I don't know.
Funny thing,
I like.
But Jack, you know what? You know
why?
why I disagree with you, and I think this is we're actually creeping on a great discussion right now. You know how I mentioned that from the Game Boy Advance, GameCube, even the Wii, my nigga, bro, I got a setup right now where I can use my Wii motion controls and play Skyward Sword, Super Mario Galaxy on my PC. So right now there's a possibility to play a majority of a shit ton of Nintendo titles on PC right now through emulation for free. So my question to you, Jack, is why are people still buying Nintendo Switches?
I'm trying to figure that out my damn self. Shit.
So no, that's my question. That's a serious question. With Breath of the Wild, some of the best games available, Mario Kart 8 can be played on PC. Breath of the Wild can be played on PC. I think even there's people who got Bayonetta 2 working on, like, all of that with emulation. So my question to y'all, even Alex, J, Man, y'all could help me out with this. Why are people still buying Nintendo products, and why are people still buying the Switch?
It's the portability.
So what makes all right? So my next question is, why when PlayStation does this, why do people assume that nobody will buy a PlayStation though? That's my next question.
Because they're in a bubble and they believe that the small community that we have here on Twitter is the representative of everyone.
Correct.
So Jack, can you tell me why this is different if PlayStation decides to put their games on PC? Can you tell me why it's different?
I think it's all the same, to be honest. I think it's all the same. I mean, we see how people and this is the thing, right? PlayStation, Nintendo, they make they make great games. So, but if you bring up Xbox in this situation, it's not helping Xbox. In the long run, it don't seem to be helping. And I know Xbox makes shitty games. Don't nobody want to play them, yada, yada, yada. Even when Xbox starts to make good games again, if they ever do, people still not going to buy that fucking Xbox, man. I know it for a fact. I'm not buying that Xbox. If they come out with a game that can't run on my computer and I really want to play it, drop $200-$300 on the Xbox, buy a new gaming laptop. Guess which one I'm going to do? I ain't going to think twice. I just go buy another gaming laptop. I'm willing to spend more money to not buy an Xbox.
So Jack,
but I still get the money.
Jack, see what I don't understand. Like, you preach this philosophy: if you want the game, go out and buy the platform. But you just sat here and told us. You just sat here and told us that if you had there's a game that interested you on the Xbox, you would do anything else but to play on the Xbox. So you're kind of contradicting yourself with your own thing then.
Because I don't.
Why y'all hearing this? Y'all let niggas get away. You can't let people get away with this. You know what I mean?
The Xbox is garbage to me.
Oh my god, man! You can't say that you want traditional console gaming to stay. You want no changes. If you want a game, buy the platform and say what you just said. It doesn't make sense.
Except if we talk about the Xbox. Nintendo, how about Switch if I want the game?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what you
If
like
I wanted
the
a Nintendo
fanboys
game
don't
bad
the
enough,
fanboys don't make
Switch.
sense to me, dog. No,
If I wanted a Nintendo game bad enough, I'd buy a Switch.
see, I see somebody says Jack has a preference. Nothing's wrong. Dog, we all have preferences. I have a preferences. Like I have a preference. I love the PC. Look, PC's number one for me. That's where I play. I spend majority of my time playing my video games. My PC.
And
You know
but
what I mean?
that's another reason I feel like that too, though, right?
All right, let's hear it.
PlayStation, Nintendo, they still want you to buy their console. They still got a desire to buy their console.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at Xbox and how they promote their consoles, it's pretty much a commercial. Like, here's everywhere you can play this game except on the fucking Xbox. Give it a shot. Tell me
They
I'm
know
wrong.
people ain't buying that shit.
Exactly. They know people don't want it. They know people not buying it.
Okay.
Hey, you can play it on a phone. You can play it on a tablet.
Yo,
Grandma
J-Man.
house. They don't want you to buy no
Yo.
Xbox.
J-Man, I want to bring up a point too. Because a lot of people blame Xbox, you know, the position that they're in right now is because they decided to put their games on PC. But I want to ask you, how was the first 2 years of Xbox One when Play Anywhere wasn't announced? Do you remember anything about them times and how well Xbox was doing? Or do any of y'all remember
When Play Anywhere was announced,
when Play Anywhere wasn't announced?
wasn't.
It wasn't
Didn't
announced.
they? Didn't
how
they
was-
stop announcing sales figures before Play Anywhere even came out?
So I see. Look, listen.
If I remember that correctly.
Listen, I think people would have an argument if Microsoft game sales, Jack, were much higher before Xbox Play Anywhere even was a thing. If the console was really popping before Xbox Play Anywhere was a thing, I think you would have a solid argument that, okay, they brought the games to PC. Now all of a sudden, nobody's buying Xbox.
this is the thing, though,
but
right?
back then, in 2013 and 2014, the PlayStation was still outselling the Xbox 2-1. So how
this
can you
the thing.
blame now the games coming to PCs is the reason why they're failing? That's why I
But
don't
no.
understand. Somebody got to teach me. I want to learn.
No,
I just wanna
you
learn.
said it back. No, that's not the reason they're failing. Is not because they bought their games to PC. They bought their games to PC because they were failing. You see what I'm saying? Like they was doing so bad. They like, we about to check out this motherfucker. Like we got to do something. So instead of we not going, like they said, we not going. You ain't got to come to the games. We gonna bring the games to you. That's what they did. Nobody's buying an Xbox. Nobody's buying the games. Just put them on fucking PC. They already on there.
Jack, the sooner you realize that the 360 was lightning in the bottle, the sooner you'll feel better about all of this. That's all.
It kind of was. It kind of was.
It was.
Microsoft
They released a year early.
They played their card
PS3
smart.
was $600.
They played their card smart. They
they
played
had
their card
Halo.
smart.
Like,
Yeah, they played their card smart.
Everything worked out in their favor.
Yeah,
man.
they
And
played their
mine
card
did.
smart. Yeah, exactly. And PlayStation
Line up
fumbled
her.
out the gate with that one. But since PlayStation is such a big name and the brand power, like I know you guys don't understand, PlayStation brand power is huge. You know what I mean? The simple fact like that, look what they did with a little bit of effort and work, they were able to at least turn it around towards the end. And, even though I don't know how they feel about the PlayStation 3, if they feel like it was a W or L on their part, but at least they turned it around and, with the PlayStation 4, they came off extremely strong. It seemed like they were
definitely
laser
L.
focused.
Compared to the other stuff, that's definitely a L.
Yeah. So
Shit.
that's my thoughts about the whole situation with that.
Oh, shit.
I kind of wanted to segue into something else. Okay, yeah, I wanted to segue into Phil Spencer's comments.
Ooh.
What Uncle
were
Phil
his
been talking about?
Competition.
So,
Young Juggernaut here. What you been talking
J man, break it down for us, man. Break it down for us. What did Phil say?
Phil Spencer came out and said basically that Microsoft ain't looking at Nintendo or Sony as competition, but rather Google and Amazon as competition.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Shit, I don't. What else could I say about this? I think they were talking about. Okay, yeah. To put it in a little more perspective, they were talking about the xCloud, the streaming technology, Azure. That's how you pronounce it, and the streaming services and stuff like that. Moving forward, they understand that Google and Amazon are trying to reach 7 billion gamers, as are they. So with PlayStation and Nintendo doing the more traditional thing, hardware consoles, trying to get those out, Microsoft is looking at, let's try to get our stuff everywhere and reach as many gamers as possible.
Jack, what do you think about his comments? Not just the headlines, but just the idea that what he's trying to preach and going forward. Do you see is he being forward thinking, or is his head is up his ass? How do you?
This is what I think. I think Phil Spencer should be fired. Now, this is why I say this. This is why I say this, right? With comments like that, that's the main reason nobody's buying the Xbox. That's the main reason why their sales are constantly down. But they engagement is up, but the sales down 41%. It's idiocy, right? Okay. Now we trying to reach 7 billion gamers. That's all cool and all. The most popular games in history ain't never reached no fucking billion people, right? Sometimes you just it's like when Church's Chicken started selling corn dogs, right? I was like, now this is a good idea. I like corn dogs, but y'all don't even make chicken good, right? So instead of reaching 7 billion people, how about you try to reach the fucking 50 million that bought the goddamn Xbox One with some decent titles? Now you're not gonna beat Amazon in no streaming shit. You're not gonna beat Google in no type of streaming shit. And Google is failing right now. But if it's compared to Xbox, I think people go with Stadia. Like if we talking about some streaming shit, so Phil Spencer needs to get this
I think people
ass
will go with
up outta
Xbox
here,
Stadia for streaming.
What'd you say?
I think people go over with Xbox over Stadia for streaming. To be honest.
They're playing. You know why?
Easily.
Microsoft is actually playing their card smart, like releasing xCloud in beta and stuff like that, because Google jumped out and they weren't ready.
And honestly, when you think about it, like Nintendo was like, our competition is Apple, and it makes sense.
Now you know what? All these companies saying that, but it's all bullshit. To be honest, like, look, Microsoft's competition is PlayStation. Like, let's keep it real, Chief. Their competition is PlayStation, and the competition is
okay. Is it
maybe not in the future? Maybe like if we're thinking forward thinking and shit. Obviously, one day streaming will become a thing, whether people like it or not.
It's whether right now,
yeah, one day will clearly with GeForce Now. Apparently, that works great. Maybe in the next decade, who knows where we're gonna be at and how the gaming industry is gonna look, right? But as of right now, their competition is fucking PlayStation. So
I'm worried about the future of Xbox, man. I really am. Because if you're talking about your company, what are you trying to compete with the Play Store? Like what? Candy Crush? Like what are y'all really trying to compete with right now?
I think I think they're trying to pretty much make Xbox and Microsoft Word, bro. You know what I mean? They're trying to make Xbox Microsoft Word pretty much. Just put it on whatever. And
I guess, man.
Do you think, Jack, seeing now you're watching, do you think PlayStation will kind of, follow some of these footsteps in some form or fashion in terms of wanting to get PlayStation Now on maybe more devices and stuff like that? Or you think they're going to be setting their own ways for this, for the at least near future? What do you think?
I think they definitely gonna try to expand the reach of PlayStation Now, but I also feel like I don't know. I just don't feel like they should and we've had this discussion. Like the way Microsoft moving, man, it really ain't helping them in the long run. Like maybe it will. Do we know?
Do we know though?
Their numbers are always down when they report them. So it's
so far, I'm not seeing the fruits of their labor right now. You know what I mean?
I'm not really Game Pass and stuff.
But I think in 28, I think their services and like that shit is up. Like services,
yeah, the services is up.
But like hardware is down.
Obviously, because it's the end of the generation.
So are we chopping it up to the end of the generation, and when the Series X is gonna pick up?
We gonna see when the Series X come out. We gonna see when
I don't know.
Definitely
I think we gotta monitor the situation. Like I think we gotta still watch what happens, yo. Like I
love the spicy talk from Phil though. Let me read this quote real quick. Listen to this. I love a backhanded like compliment. It's like that's not. He says in quote. That's not disrespect to Nintendo and Sony, but traditional gaming companies are somewhat out of position. I guess they could try to recreate Azure, but we've invested tens of billions of dollars in cloud over the years. You can try.
Wait.
You can try.
Ain't Azure, whatever. Ain't it open to all? Like, can't Nintendo and Sony use Azure?
Yeah,
like,
but they're gonna be in a position where maybe. They're gonna
have to pay Microsoft.
They're gonna pay Microsoft, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he's saying right there. He's saying, y'all can either partner up or try to recruit.
They all pay each other for certain shit. So,
see, I think we're seeing like movements of like a long-term plan, and I think that's what I don't know. It's gonna work out. If it's gonna be bad. But
Phil is not looking. Plan. He's looking at like not a short-term goal. He's looking at.
I think it's long-term goal shit though. I think it's long-term goal. Yeah.
Have y'all noticed too though? Have y'all noticed too? I know this is gonna be another topic probably, but old buddy that left, Rod Ferguson. Have you noticed that most of the people that was working closely with Phil Spencer, after they leave Microsoft, they pretty much say, you know, they was full of shit. They should no goddamn like they come out and say that
Mike
like,
Ybarra be talking
dumb as
hot.
fuck.
Mike
Have you
be
seen how
talking
Mike
out.
Ybarra is talking, bro?
Mike be
Like,
talking
come on,
a little spicy.
No, what did he say?
Remember the last time say he made after like the whole chip came out and with the whole 8K, not even an hour, like a half hour later, he's like, he just made some weird tweet about over promising, like it was so out of the blue. You had to be talking about the whole.
He been
Oh, you
speaking
mean,
ever since he
just
was.
like when they put 4K on the Scorpio, thinking like it'll be a monster.
Yeah, he was. So he took shots at UWP too.
What did he say?
Yeah, he did. He
Because
did.
when recently the UWP they started, I think, demonetizing certain things and on the Windows Store, and he was like, UWP was 6 feet under before it even came out.
He's
Yeah,
not
he's ever
wrong.
dead on arrival.
Yeah,
He's not wrong.
Because you guys gotta understand, if it's your job to big up a thing, you're gonna big it up, bro. Like Jack, we
They
can't.
got paid
I know.
$100
You get like you be upset by like Major Nelson and Aaron Geberg, but you gotta consider as well. Like even anyone plays it, no one's gonna come out and say, "Yo, we're doing this trash." They're gonna come out and big up their platform. It's their job.
I don't blame
They get paid. They get paid mad money for that, right? Like if
I
it was
can't
your
wait
job-
for Aaron Greenberg to leave.
Oh my!
You know
Oh,
what I
he
mean?
gonna. Hey, that
Oh, the
first
dick sucking he been doing.
that first interview gonna be heat.
Yeah, so
I ain't want to put that
when
fucking
they
chip
when
in
they
my mouth,
leave
right?
when they leave from their position, then they're free to really give what they think about certain situations, and that's what we've been
shit
seeing
was
with
crazy.
Mike Ybarra here and there. Like he's coming out saying like he would never say none of this shit if he was still at Microsoft. He would
No,
never
he was
say
like the
none.
vice president or some shit. He
Yeah,
wasn't
he
finna
was
say,
finna say shit.
wasn't finna say that bullshit, man.
Yeah. So I guess it's an interesting time ahead of us. I feel like this coming generation, like I don't know, we might see things that we're not accustomed to seeing. Like, and I think for me, I'm not really too worried about anything. I know a lot of people seem kind of scared, preaching this doom and gloom shit. Oh, PlayStation gonna bring the games. People been calling me like a gaming socialist, but I really just don't give a fuck.
I like
They
that.
called you a what?
A gaming socialist because I don't care.
Explain
Jay Barry
that
called
to
you
me.
that?
You know what? I think. Look, because I'm somebody like you guys have been knowing me for a while, and you guys know I really do not give a fuck like about when a game goes here or there. Like
You
I really
don't
don't. I don't care. I don't care.
They're calling you Kofi Sanders.
They're gonna be a gaming socialist. But it's just how I feel. Like I don't
Fucking guy,
care.
Kofi Sanders.
Like,
I like that. Where press star memes at, dog?
Kofi Sanders. Yeah, but I just don't care, and I don't know. I just don't care. It just never really bothered me. Like I would actually challenge somebody to go out there if they could find like where like a clip or a tweet or where I was actually mad that a game is leaving from one platform to another. Like you wouldn't find it. Like I've never cared. I've never cared about it. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess I'm a gaming socialist. I guess that makes me a gaming socialist because I don't want. Like it just doesn't matter to me. I don't feel like a future like a platform agnostic future. Like I don't feel like it would bother me. But people think it's like that would be like the end of competition and stuff like that. How do you feel about that, Jack? You think that's the end of competition if that was to happen?
I do. I really do.
So it's about the game, so it would never be the end of competition.
Can I throw you an example? You know, we all have smart TVs and shit like that. So is there competition between, I don't know, is there competition between something like Netflix and Disney Plus and Hulu? Are they?
I mean, there is.
Absolutely.
Are they competing against each other? But they're all on the same TV.
Yeah.
So what makes you think that like if Game Pass was on like other platforms or there wouldn't still be competing against each other for having a better service? So that's just my question though.
I mean, Sony has a streaming service PS Now, and I don't see them putting in any fucking effort to bring in the latest and greatest games. I mean, it's already like no competition, and I think if they was just on PC exclusive,
do you think if Game Pass was on PlayStation, this is my other question. If you think Game Pass was on PlayStation, right, and PlayStation Now was on Xbox, do you think there will be actually more competition to fight to who has the better service, so they will keep the subscription?
Probably,
because right now,
I think it would be.
Because right now, PlayStation Now, that's your only option for that kind of service, right? So if Game Pass was in the mix, wouldn't you think that PlayStation would have to actually put more effort into making PlayStation Now better, and vice versa for Microsoft as well for making Game Pass better? So
we know what time it is. PlayStation didn't allow.
So I'm just saying, I'm not even talking about streaming or anything. Like, I'm just talking about these services. Why do people think competition will stop between these guys if If that
You
was
know
to
what it
happen.
is,
That's
though?
just my question. That's my question.
You know what it is,
That's
though?
just my question. That's all my questions.
You know what it is, though?
I just want to learn. I'm just asking the questions.
I'm gonna tell you why I
That's
feel
a
this.
great question, Kofi. It's
Because-
almost like
Because
what, right?
Because if you look at PC gaming, this all always come back to PC gaming. If you look at PC centric devs, I don't see no competition. I don't see nobody pushing nobody to make anybody better. I just see a whole bunch of Diablo looking games. I don't know any other way
There's
to
got
put
to
it.
be competition within that space, though, Jack.
I
It
don't
has
see
to
no
be.
PC
We just ain't
competition.
looking at it like that. We ain't
Yeah,
looking
but
at them shits
when
like
you say
that.
PC competition, like what? What are you trying to?
I mean, who?
But
NX? I don't know no PC devs. Who's the PC
no,
devs?
but you could say Epic and Steam is competing. They're together on the same platform.
They're
They're
competing. I like what they do.
What
I like
Epic
what
is
they
doing
do.
with their
I like
free
what they do. I like
games,
what
they're
they do.
clearly competing with Steam. They're clearly trying to compete and with the exclusives that they're trying to bring on the Epic games. So that's what you call
Epic
competing.
and Steam,
Whether the Steam fanboys or the PC guys don't like it or not, they're trying to compete in that platform.
But they're
by doing
competing
that.
with. They're competing with like they're not really competing with games they developing though. You know what I mean? Like, where's the Steam ain't wanted to make a game since they made a new headset. Now they want to make games all of a sudden. They ain't wanted to make a game in like 15 fucking years, man. So
You can
I
say
mean, that's what
Origin
y'all
is
want.
though. Origin with Origin Access, they're competing.
Yeah, EA
Their
still
games
doing
in the
something.
subscription service.
I feel like they're even if it's not from a hardware level, from a service level, there's still going to be competition. They're going to be competing for your dollar.
I guess, man. Hey, man,
It's almost like that competition argument's bullshit.
That's because I want to see me. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball to see the future and know what would happen. But I want to see. I'm actually really curious. Like, what would be the real negative effects? Maybe there's positive and negatives to everything, right? In life, in general. So I want to see what the positive effects would be. The positive effects may be like, okay, I could buy one platform and I don't have to save money. It seems pretty pro-consumer. Maybe there's a PlayStation gamer out there that's interested in Forza and Game Pass is on PlayStation, and they can subscribe to Game Pass and maybe play a Forza, so they don't have to go out there and spend
That sounds
$500.
disgusting, man. That really sounds disgusting.
It sounds
like,
pretty
don't
neat
care.
to me, yo. They don't have to go out there and buy Xbox for that shit. It seems kind of pro-consumer to me, right? But I don't know, man. I'm just curious. I want to see what what would be the negative aspects to this as well, though. I'm willing to hear if somebody has the answer in the comment section. Maybe what would be the negatives out of it. I'd love to hear it. I just want to have the discussion.
It's because my plastic box wouldn't get the sales.
We've already seen the negative impacts of Game Pass. Nobody's gonna admit it until I guess
All right,
it's gonna take.
let's talk about it real quick before we move on to the next topic. Then let's talk about it real quick. So, what I could think of as so far that's been a negative experience on Game Pass is Gears of War 5. No, Gears of War 5 because I don't know, and it's not because Gears of War 5 is like literally a bad game, but the way how they set up the microtransactions in that game is that
terrible.
Is that a direct thing because of Game Pass?
Oh, absolutely.
But then again, there's another game that came straight to Game Pass, Forza Horizon 4, which was nothing like that as well. So I don't know, Jack. You know what I'm saying? I guess we still gotta wait and see how it turns out. Because what would be your excuse for Forza Horizon 4 not being so microtransaction heavy, like Gears of War 5?
They came out with Game Pass was like in this full swing and all that.
I'm pretty sure with the release of Forza Horizon 4, it was right.
Did it?
Was it?
I don't.
Actually, I'm gonna have to do some research on that then myself. But I'm just curious. Because
Listen, man. Game Pass, these budgets ain't gonna get no bigger for these games. The dev teams ain't gonna get no bigger. Ninja Theory is Xbox's last hope, whether you like it or not. If Ninja Theory don't pull through with these fucking 15 games they making, Xbox is first. It is what it is.
Nah, you tripping, Jack. You tripping.
I'm just letting y'all know what it is, man.
Playground Games about to drop some fire.
Okay.
Nah, Jack. I think you might be sleeping on that studio, dog. That studio. They put up the only 90 Metacritic games on Microsoft's platform.
Hey, there's people that keep saying they're gonna make Fable and they ain't announced it yet.
Who knows? But I don't doubt them. I think they might got it. I think Playground and Ninja Theory might be Microsoft's best studios. But just looking at the content they have provided, to be honest.
I hope so.
I really want to see what the initiative got, man. I
They
need
be
to see this.
hyping Xbox niggas.
Now, Initiative, I'm really worried about them, bro. They
Let's
were
hear it.
saying they was making a quadruple A game. To now they were saying,
Smaller projects?
It's more about the intimacy of the team size. We just want to make the best.
like what they say, bro. They scaling down every time you talk to them motherfuckers. They might be making a damn pamphlet by the time they done. This shit crazy.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Like, we've been waiting for E3 for years. That's been ongoing every single year. Wait till E3, but I guess we gotta wait till like at least 3 more E3s to see what these guys make.
3?
3 more E3s.
God damn, I'm gonna be dead by then. Kofi, come on now.
Yo, but if we keep it in a buck,
this E3, I think we're gonna see a lot. We're gonna see a lot.
we already know what Ninja Theory's making. We gotta see what Playground's making. Obsidian. We got to know that they're making something else besides that, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I like
Outer Worlds
like
too.
Yeah, and we know that they're a good studio as well. So we got to see. The truth be told, we got to give them time, man. We got to give Microsoft time, man. We got to give them time, man.
That's my only beef with Phil's comments is that
competition
is always about the games, and for you to say you try to reach 7 billion gamers, well, how you gonna do that when your game's been trashed? So let's focus. Let's focus on the games.
But the thing is, think about it like this: do they really have to have games if they're making that kind of service?
What do you
and
mean?
they just grab
Microsoft?
everybody else's games?
Yes, I think
Very valuable approach.
I
Very
see
valuable
your
approach.
point, but just like the root of the problem, like we've been discussing, we have had this discussion before. Like the root of the issue is just the quality of content that Microsoft. I feel like Microsoft hasn't provided that next big thing or that big blockbuster game that's just to shake up the industry in a minute. Like when was the last time Microsoft really dropped a real legit banger? Like we know like the Forza Horizon franchise are good and those are great quality games. Definitely Forza Horizon 4 is probably the highest quality game I've played on Xbox overall this entire generation when it coming from a first party studio. You know what I mean? But it feels like we haven't got, like when was the last time we got that it game? And I'm still waiting for that because it seems like every generation we got that it game.
Yeah.
Halo 1.
This generation, it was the
Gears. Like what do we get this generation? We never got that it game from Microsoft, and it seems like PlayStation is just always hitting it out the park with their new. Besides Days Gone, because that's trash. Hold on, let me hit that for you.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? But with their new IPs, like PlayStation's been doing fucking extremely well with them shits, dog. You know what I mean? Like they already built Horizon as like their next big franchise. You know what I mean? No matter how you feel about it, Horizon Zero Dawn is gonna be PlayStation's next big thing, for a couple of games. So. And I just have failed to see that from Microsoft and stuff like that. So until they're able to provide that type of content, I think they're always going to be in a weird kind of limbo space. Yeah, your games could be good, decent, but we haven't really got that it factor game yet, and we're still waiting on that. So hopefully one of these studios that they acquired makes it. But like I said, we're still playing the waiting game with Microsoft. And one thing I would say I don't like about Phil Spencer, is just there's a whole lot of talking, you know what I mean? I think we're like Jay-Z said with Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, we pass kneeling, we pass talking. It's time for some action, you know what I mean?
But,
so we gotta.
You know another problem I got with Phil though. He never talks, like y'all just said. He never talks about the quality of the games. It's always, we got the better service, the fidelity of this.
I think
it's never gonna be. This is a good game.
Didn't he come on E3 and says we could do better or some shit with the game?
Yeah, he did.
So they know the game's trash. They know this shit's
But they always talk about everything but the game though.
That's what I'm saying.
It's about high run.
I guess we gotta wait and see. Like I said, if Halo Infinite is trash, Lord have mercy, bro. Lord, it's gonna be a cold day on Twitter.
No faith in that game.
It's gonna be trash.
I have no faith in Halo Infinite,
bro. Jack, you say that now, but I don't even play Halo 5. Like I fucking hate Halo 5, bro. I'm literally playing the old Halos, and I'm having a great time with Bungie's Halos right now.
Wait till Halo 2 and 3 get released on
bro.
PC. It's over.
That's a wrap. I'm going beyond that. I love Halo 2 and 3. So, we got a donation from Super Average. What's up, man? He says, what's your favorite Xbox One exclusive?
That don't exist.
Cuphead, probably.
All right, let's give it some let's give it some leniency. We have to give it some leniency, J-Main. Xbox PC. I would say the best Xbox game I played, that was like just the overall package. I mentioned it before. It has to be Forza Horizon 4. Overall quality, that game's like the full package. Like that's my favorite Xbox exclusive. I would say Forza Horizon 4.
I'll probably go with Cuphead for me.
Cuphead or Ori.
Yeah, I think I will go. Even though my save got deleted, but that says a lot about a game because I usually don't give games second chances like that. And I had so much fun with it that I played that motherfucker again and beat it. That was good though. I'm still waiting on that DLC.
For Cuphead,
MDH, whatever, MDHR. What the fuck is their name?
Sheesh.
Need that.
Yeah.
Need that.
You know what I say, Jack? They should just advertise it as a new game, not even a DLC.
I mean, they might as well at this
They
point.
should-
We've been waiting,
yeah.
what, 2 years? Shit.
To be honest, they should advertise it as a new game. I think it will be a better look. Be like Cuphead 2. Or maybe if they just don't want to put the 2 there, you just put the title. But they should market it as like, yo, this is our new game.
I do fuck with the delicious last course like DLC. I fuck with that. That was clever. I fuck with
Yeah, that name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But, they
but,
should,
I mean-
I feel like they should come out and say it's not a DLC. I feel like it would just get so much more buzz that way as well. If they just say this is just the next game. I think that was
As much work as they put in, they probably gonna charge damn near 20 for the DLC. So like,
I think
that's how much.
I wouldn't be mad about
I would
that.
be mad at it because that shit's quality.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't.
They deserve that. I've seen a rumor about it coming to Game Pass too, so maybe that might line up with a DLC release announcement or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's not even on. How is that? Like, how is that not on Game Pass? One of your best fucking games.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, they need to put that on there ASAP. Since we're on the topic of talking about Microsoft's best games, a lot of people feel. Actually, let me read this super chat real quick. This one's from Von Red One. He says less effort put in across the whole industry. I think that's when we were talking about what
The pros and cons.
the pros and cons on that. He believes maybe less effort put in across the whole.
Where would that come from?
I mean, we already seeing less effort though. Is the thing like?
But there's less effort regardless in the industry. That's all the time.
Yeah, but I'm saying it might get worse.
So what does that even mean?
Yeah, because Jack, you got to think about it. Like before even these services existed, like devs been snaking, right? Let's not act like
Where is
devs have
this
been
like
let's
less
not-
effort?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I mean, we don't want it to get worse neither.
Yeah, let's not. Yeah, that is true. But let's not pretend like these devs were making like some magic, and all of a sudden like
No, of course
PS
not,
Now
of course
came
not.
out and Game Pass came out. Now all of a sudden these games fucking suck. Like devs been snaking with a lot of like
Yeah,
we've been getting a lot.
it's
We've
been
been
a-
getting
it's been
mid
an
games.
issue.
We've been getting mid games for fucking years. Like
Absolutely,
for years. So.
absolutely.
Not every game is going to be a banger. Not every game is going to be fucking amazing. So what is this less effort bullshit? And what does that even mean? Less
I don't
effort
know.
in what?
I don't know.
Visuals, gameplay, design? Like what the fuck does that even mean? Like people say shit, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
You know what I'm curious. Like
That pisses me off.
when it comes to this.
Pissed.
I'm just curious if like if it's lucrative for them, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like I don't care, but I'm just like I don't really care that much. But I just wonder if it's
Yes,
like, if it's making
that's a great question.
I think that's the
That's a
main
great
question. Is like is it making y'all a lot of money? If it's making y'all a lot of money, go for it, dog. You know what I mean? Go for it.
But with his recent comments, it's just like it just seems like everything is about foresight and like it might not be lucrative now, but in the future,
Yeah, it doesn't.
oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
we might have something.
I hope they fire that dude, yo.
I
I'm
can
for
see-
real, bro.
I can see Phil
bro.
Spencer, but right now he's not even that. Is he not the head of Xbox? So he's like some other position right now. in
No,
Microsoft.
he's the head of
gaming.
Matt
He's like the
Booty's
head of gaming.
Yeah, but he over everything though.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
he can
over
talk-
everything of Microsoft. So can somebody tell us in the chat what's Phil Spencer's position exactly? It's called.
He's head executive of Microsoft's Xbox division.
Yeah,
So he's not just head of Xbox like game studios. He's
He
the head
gave-
of the
that's-
whole
that's-
shit. It's
Matt
more than
Booty
just
got
a
his
game.
old job, and then he got
Right.
Yeah, he
other-
got
that.
he got
Okay.
something higher. He got something even
Yeah,
higher. than
yeah,
that
he got
shit.
he got promoted.
Yeah, so.
How I don't know, but he got promoted.
All right, since we were talking about Xbox games, like Jack mentioned, Rod Ferguson is leaving the coalition to go to Blizzard to lead the team, I believe, in the next Diablo project. Is that so? That's what it was.
Yeah. Yep.
I think- So,
So he's gonna ruin Diablo as well? Okay, cool.
Hey yo,
Awesome. He ruined Gears, and I was gonna ruin Diablo.
that's a good one.
yo, but Alex, how about if Rod Ferguson was the one that was maybe holding Gears a little bit together, as we know?
Then that is a fucking crime.
So, listen, this could be either a really good thing for the franchise or a really bad thing for the franchise. So we gotta wait until like Gears of War 6, maybe 7, who knows, to really find out. This could either be a really this could be a real positive effect for Gears in the future or a real negative effect. But Rod Ferguson has been working with this franchise for a really long time. I believe 15 years. Ever since
Yeah, he was on the first one, right?
yeah, 2015. He was the lead producer, I believe. For all
Was
of
he
the games.
above Cliff when he was there?
No, I think
Nah.
Was Cliff I believe Cliff was the director, right? Was he the director and all that shit? I have to go Google it, bro.
I think Ron Ferguson been there from the beginning. Though.
He's been there from the beginning. That's a fact. But I think he was a producer. Like, I think he had a high role. He had a high role in Gears, though.
Yeah.
He had a real high role. He wasn't some like nobody, working it. It was a high role with the Gears franchise. So he worked on the series with Epic, right? Then I think after that, the trilogy, he went on to work on BioShock Infinite, right? Then after that, when Microsoft acquired Gears of War, Rod Ferguson joined the team and was, completely in charge of the franchise. So I guess we gotta wait and see, man. But it is a pretty big figure leaving. It's a big figure leaving. Go ahead, Jimmy.
So he started overseeing the franchise after before Gears 4 came out.
Okay.
I think that's what I'm reading here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, shit, do you feel like Gears has taken a bad turn after 3?
Listen, like Gears of War 4's campaign, it wasn't the worst thing I've ever played, but they did play it safe. It was just all right. Gears 5 campaign, I personally enjoyed it. If you like I streamed the entire game on Insane on Twitch. I personally enjoyed the campaign. I like the direction they were taking. Certain things I didn't like about it though, but
like the whole Act 3?
Yeah, the Act 3 I wasn't really a fan of, but that little decision making that they did at the end, I'm not sure where they're going with that as well. It left me with a question mark. But my main issue with Gears 5 was really just like, after you complete the campaign, like I had issues with the game. My achievements wasn't popping. I had PC issues. I had issues with the sound at one point. I had a few crashing issues at launch. The progression of the game was trash. I don't think to this day they don't have Dom in it. I kind of like missed the boogie boxes, to be honest.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, to be on the progression, like where's all the characters? Where, you know what I mean? It was really microtransaction heavy, like selling $20 skins and all sorts of crazy shit. So I wasn't really feeling what they were doing with the post game, so I dropped it for a bit. I actually reinstalled it not too long ago. We've been playing in the Discord like maybe last month. We started playing Gears again, and they added some new maps, so brought some of the old ones back, and it does play a lot better. And I am enjoying it for what it is and shit like that though. But
like
overall,
PS3.
I don't know. Gears 5 wasn't like that. Wasn't like that mind-blasting experience that Gears of War 1 was to me.
What if I told you the Gears 5 story was fucking terrible?
Oh, shit.
Did you play 4's? Sorry?
Did I play 4? No, I didn't give a shit about 4.
Okay. I was going to ask you.
But like Gears 5 was like, oh great, I'm fucking skiing in the fucking world again and this fucking nothing. And then it was like, oh great, another encounter, but everything's more linear, so I can't even flank properly, so it's fucking terrible. And then and then it's like, oh great, JD's fucking hurt.
I enjoyed the snow area.
We don't know what the fuck's going on with them because JD's a fucking asshole all of a sudden, even though he was a third of the fucking game in the beginning. Now we're playing as Kate, and Kate's gonna carry the story apparently, but that was never brought up in the fucking beginning. So who the fuck cares about Kate anymore? So it's like, why the fuck?
No, you're wrong. You're wrong there, sir.
A lot of people like in Gears of War 4's campaign. A lot of people thought Kate was the more interesting character than fucking JD.
Okay,
Phoenix, so.
she may have been interesting in 4, but in 5, it's a fucking waste of my time. Kate's story could have been told in one chapter.
The story revolved around her connection with the queen.
With the Locust. Absolutely. And you got the hang of that in the first 2 seconds of the fucking game in Gears 5. She turned the fucking thing over and it was like, oh, it's the Locust Panda and we fucking know Kate's part of it. You could have handled that in like one fucking chapter and been done with it. Everything else could have been fucking, it was all bloat. Gears 5 was completely bloated in every way.
Yeah, so Rod Ferguson left. Rod Ferguson left.
Shout out to Rod. Hey, didn't him and what's called both went to Bethesda, right?
Yeah, so Blizzard. So right
Blizzard.
now, Mike Ybarra's there, and fucking Rod Ferguson's there now. Fuck. Major Nelson goes over there. Then we know.
Oh, that's gonna be heat.
That would actually be some funny ass shit, bro. I'll be dying on the timeline for that shit. That shit would be hilarious.
Oh shit, Rod Ferguson worked on Fat Prince. Oh, I did not know that.
I ain't know that.
That's my game right there.
Did not know that.
Jack, are you excited? PlayStation 5. The website is up on the PlayStation Store now for the PS5. So pretty much they said we're not. The site is nothing is there. It pretty much says we're not ready to unveil the PlayStation 5 just yet. Sign up for our email listing to get more information in the future. How is the timing and how like it was kind of phrased? it seems like maybe this rumored, February event might not be happening at all, to be honest.
Yep.
You think?
They heard the rumblings. That's why they put the statement out.
A lot of Twitter insiders, a lot of people were posting that PlayStation was having this experience, this sort of event in February. A lot of people expected that an event was going to happen in February because of the PS4 was unveiled in February as well. So a lot of people were just putting strings together and thinking that was going to happen. But from this
Hey yo, hold on, I gotta retweet that.
Press start memes, man. Press start
That's getting a retweet. That's getting a retweet.
Oh man, what did he do? You put me as Bernie Sanders. Oh man,
Bernie 2020.
That's getting a retweet.
What was I saying? Now y'all made me lose my train of thought, man. What was I saying? So a lot of insiders, a lot of people were putting strings together, thinking that the PS5 was gonna get unveiled this month, but reading this statement and this comment, it doesn't seem like it's coming this month, to be honest. So
nah,
it doesn't seem
it don't.
Yeah, it don't look
So
like
Sony's leaving us with these fucking rumors and speculations, and my inside sources are telling me it's coming February.
You know what? I know what?
Man.
You know what? I hope it doesn't get unveiled next month too.
It's February?
You know what? No, March. You know why, J-Mate?
Oh my god, what? Why?
Because I made a tweet saying that, yo, man, I'm expecting the PS5 to get unveiled in the next 3 months, right? And a lot of people hopped in there and said, no shit, Kofi, no shit, all of this shit. So now, if the PlayStation doesn't get unveiled in the next 3 months, I'm pulling up on all them niggas that were talking all that spicy shit. So I actually kind of hope it doesn't get unveiled in March as well.
The only thing that might give that some hope is that they're not going to be at E3. So if they want to like space some shit out and have something closer towards that, then they might
closer.
Do it there.
Maybe they want to do it closer to E3. Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, this is a perfect segue. Maybe they're waiting for Microsoft to show more of their hand.
That would be smart.
So, pretty much, we got. Wait, was it a quote from who was it from, J-Main? Do you know?
What the fuck is his name? I got you. Shit, where is it? The CFO.
The CFO, Sony. What does even CFO stand for? I don't know.
Chief Financial Officer.
Thank you. So that's why you hear it, man. I'm gonna try and pronounce his name. I'm gonna butcher it. Hiroki Tokoki.
Totoki?
Two cookie. What you calling it, man? You was doing good at first. I thought you was just fucking with us.
I think it's Hiroki Totoki or some shit
Totoki.
like that.
All right.
Hiroki Totoki.
He said that the price of the PlayStation 5 hasn't exactly been determined yet. Yeah. And maybe a factor of why the price hasn't been determined yet, they're waiting to see, maybe the price of the Xbox One as well, or just the price of, their competition.
Yeah.
So how do you guys feel about Sony, the market leader, maybe, playing their cards smart? They're playing a little tactical. How do you feel about that?
It's super smart because, as we all know, the famous E3 moment from 2013 was that, when they came out on stage and announced that the PS4 was going to be $100 cheaper than the Xbox One. But crowd went crazy. You know what I mean? Started pretty much the end of the Xbox One as far as that generation of this generation went. But on top of that, I think Microsoft is going to have to go first with their pricing strategy if they're still going forward with the 2 SKU system, because you're going to want to get the message out that we have 2 boxes. This one is priced this and this does this. This is priced this and this does this. You want to get that out as early as possible to less confuse the consumers on what they're buying and what's going on.
I've been thinking. I think maybe the Series S might be a mistake, dog. I think it might be a mistake.
You said the X or the S?
S. I know.
So you're talking about the weaker one?
The weaker one. I think that might be a mistake, dog.
Shit. I don't get it.
Who's gonna go out and buy that X? Gonna be at least 500 on the low end. So
see, and if you know that they're gonna be following through a plan where they're gonna release an Xbox Series S and X, that means that pretty much confirms that I think the Series X is going to be much more expensive, or at least $100 more expensive. And I feel like that's a mistake on Microsoft's part. Even though they claim that they're not competing, it's bullshit. They're competing.
Mm-hmm.
They're competing.
Your marketing has to be on point when you release 2 SKUs like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people to this day don't even know that the PS3 had a cheaper SKU. The $600 one was the most expensive one. They had a $500 system. Yeah. Nobody talks about that. Once you announce the price of the most expensive one,
that's the one that people are going to be.
That's what they talk about.
Yeah, because it's clearly that was going to be the better one as well.
Right.
So I feel like if Microsoft puts themselves in a position where they're $100 more, but they are powerful by how much, I don't know. Who knows? I'm not gonna rumor about specs and fuck all of that. Leave that for the Xbox podcast and on the PlayStation podcast, do that type of shit. But if it's gonna be even just marginally stronger than $100 more, I think that's still kind of a L if they price it $100 more, even if it has more performance. To be honest, because Microsoft in their current position, wouldn't the narrative be so much better for them if the PS5 and the Xbox Series X are the same price, but we are the more powerful system? That's a much better narrative to kind of put out there. Because if you really take it in, when we go back to 2013 and look at the PS4, right? 2013, the PS4 was a stronger console and also the weaker console. I mean, the stronger console and also the cheaper console at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, bro, end of discussion. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, you got bodied right from the gate. You got bodied right there. How you price more and also weaker as well. Like, it doesn't make sense. So I feel like the narrative will be much better for Microsoft if they were the same price, but the Xbox was stronger. If you're gonna come out and like preach that, okay, we are stronger than these guys. We don't know we don't know about how much, right? But we are stronger than these guys. But we're $100 more. It might be an L for them, dog. I don't know how people are gonna take to that, especially if one's gonna be $4.99, one's gonna be fucking $5.99, because then you're asking for a lot. You asking for a lot for a console. You asking for a lot. You know what I mean? I don't know how that's gonna go with the casual consumer. You know, obviously the hardcore is gonna buy it no matter what the price is. I've seen people say they'll buy a PS5 or Xbox Series X for $1,000. You know, I've seen people actually say that shit. So,
but then we get into the conversation of they don't give a fuck about who's buying the system. So that's why I'm like, I don't get it. If you don't care, then like, what the hell is the point?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know how they're. Because the thing with Microsoft, their messaging could be weird sometimes. You know, sometimes they feel like, oh, we're not competing, we're doing our own thing, blah, blah, blah. Then in other instances, they'll act like they're competing. You know what I mean? So, like, they be, like, playing defense a little bit too much sometimes. Like, so I guess
it's a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
They have horrible messaging.
Yeah, like,
no doubt.
They be playing defense. So, like, I don't know. So I guess we're going to wait and see. This generation is definitely going to be really interesting to watch pan out. I think the price wars is going to be extremely interesting. I don't know if anyone's going to come out and fumble out the gate, like with something like a 24-hour check-in or something crazy that gamers are going to be outraged over.
God, they better fucking not.
I don't think that's going to happen this time around. But I think the pricing is going to be vital this time around. You know, I think the pricing is going to be like probably the main discussion. Also, I guess also the power as well at first. You know what I mean?
What could be the biggest fumble like coming out next gen?
I think the biggest I think backwards compatibility was pretty much confirmed that both of them are gonna at least play the last generation.
The
games,
previous generation,
the previous like PS4.
I think Ubisoft even confirmed that
it's gonna work on PS5
or Activision.
I think if Sony actually came out with the PS5 and said that PS4 games don't work, I think that's a huge L on their part.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a massive
Is
it a 24-hour type of check-in L and that kind of connect kind of L, or how big would that L be though? I think that's a pretty big L.
If like no PS4 games work?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty big L, right?
That's big.
That's a big L, right?
That's big.
I think it'll be big, yeah. I'm trying
just
to think
from the messaging standpoint, like that's gonna spread as I spent all this money within your ecosystem.
And
you're not,
and you fucked me over.
I think it has to work. I think we're in a point where back people expect it now. You know what I mean? Like shit has to cross over. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So And Microsoft, if I was Microsoft, I would take huge advantage of that. I would take huge advantage of that shit.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about dumb games and like, cause people were saying, or I was watching a Digital Foundry video and they were saying like maybe for example like Cyberpunk, if you buy the Xbox One version, maybe on the Series X version it would be enhanced automatically, so you don't have to buy that version of the game. You think we're gonna be seeing a lot of that next generation? What do you think?
Yes.
I don't really understand the question. Say it again.
You buy Cyberpunk for the Xbox One.
Mm.
Now you get a brand new Series X. You pop in the Xbox One copy into your Series X. Do you expect? Will the game be enhanced?
Yes, like a PC.
Like
a PC.
That's what we expect.
Like a PC.
So we're not gonna get a Series X Cyberpunk version then, right? Then what would be the point of that, right?
Oh,
What would
like
be the point?
like a separate SKU for this.
Yeah.
The whole point of Microsoft doing this is to have an entire ecosystem of games that run across all their consoles. Right? So if the Series X doesn't just fix the issues, or they just don't put the PC version on there, that's fucking dumb. That ruins the whole point of them doing this.
So essentially killing remasters then.
Yes.
What's the point of a remaster then?
The only point of a remaster would be like if the textures,
If it's a
because
remake,
the thing is,
if it's like a remake,
well,
right?
not even a remake, but a lot of remasters, what happens is like no matter how high the resolution goes, the textures that are placed in that game are never as good as the resolution can be. That's why what they do is when they do a remaster, they remaster all the textures in that game.
But can that be fixed with a patch, Alex? That's my question. It seems like
no, because what you're doing
we
is
get 4K
you're basically
HD patch all the time on PC and shit like.
So think about it like Skyrim, right? So
Okay.
Skyrim is constantly getting new mods where you basically replace all of the textures modded into Skyrim, so it looks like a modern game. It's the same thing. They're not going to just give you a mod to just put into the game to re-up all the textures in that game and replace all of them. They're going to remaster it, remaster the audio, remaster the visuals, remaster the FMV or anything like that. But the textures that they make the game with are what the textures are going to be at. That's why older games with a higher resolution don't always look as good as they did when they first came out.
Yeah.
So it's all about the texture work. That's really
It's a lot of questions. I got a lot of questions.
The
for this
Xbox
generation.
X and the PS4 already do this. They already do this with games.
So you expect it to happen with the PS5 when you pop in?
Yeah,
the
they already
PS4
doing
disc?
it.
Yeah.
The PS4 wasn't doing it at first, but they did a firmware update to where it do it. The Xbox One X was always doing it. Like they don't have to the backwards compatibility games. They didn't really have to remaster or do something. Some of it automatically do it. I forget what the term is, but yeah, it's already doing it.
Yeah, because I'm curious. I'm curious like how re-releases are gonna work next generation. I'm definitely curious on that.
They did some shit where they was doing like $10 upgrades, right, at the beginning of this generation.
Yeah, if you
for
want to
certain
get
third-party games.
the updated version, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, how do you feel about that? I don't think I like that idea.
I mean, that shit.
No, that's gross.
I don't
That's
think I
You don't
I
need.
think
It's
I like that
not
idea, man.
needed. It's not needed.
Yeah, you're gonna charge $10 to get like a better version on the PS. I don't like that idea at all, to be honest.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I
to
think
do that.
I think that's kind of shady, to be honest. That's really shady. Another person left.
Who left now?
Another company.
Oh.
Rockstar Games.
Yes.
Dan Houser.
Dan
So
Houser.
if you don't know who Dan Houser is, I believe Rockstar was. Correct me if I'm wrong with the facts, but it was founded by 3 people: Dan Houser, his brother, and another guy, which I forgot his name. Am I correct so far? Or am I wrong? I don't want to put
That
I
sounds
believe.
about
I
right
think.
to
Yeah,
me,
I think they're the ones who founded really the company of Rockstar. And they're literally the head of Rockstar. One of them left. Now Dan Houser are left, and this is a lot of people have been talking about this because Dan Houser co-wrote all the GTA games. He wrote Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, and he wrote Bully. So clearly, he was an important person to the company. You
I ain't
what
know
mean?
that.
So the
Shit.
only person that's left is actually his brother, which I forgot his name. I gotta Google
Sam.
his name. Sam Houser. So he's the only one out of the 3 now that remain at the top of Rockstar, I believe. So a lot of people have been talking about this. A lot of media outlets have been saying this is a huge thing. Once again, we won't see the effects of this right now. We will see maybe the effects of this with the next GTA, maybe with the next Rockstar.
He probably
game.
wrote the next game though.
Yeah, maybe you already wrote next GTA 6 or some shit. So, yeah. Hopefully it's not for health complications. I saw some people saying maybe it could be for creative differences happening at the company. Who knows? It's all speculation at this point. So
I went back to that article that I read about him saying that releasing GTA in this era would be a difficult task and stuff like that. And I was like, well, maybe that was a reason. Or you just look at also GTA Online, like maybe Take-Two or whoever. That's the parent company, right? Take-Two.
Yes.
They look at something like that and they're like, let's try to take it in more of that direction. When Rockstar usually provides a robust single player experience as well.
Okay, so why would you even make a single player experience anymore with stuff like GTA 5? Like, what if the single player experience was really just like the precursor to the multiplayer? Because that multiplayer is making all the fucking money.
That's what, So if they wanted to take it in that direction, he's like, fuck that. Like, nah, I'm out then. So we'll see though.
Yeah. So hopefully it's no health complications or anything like that, because this sucks for anybody, for that to happen. And we'll see what happens to future Rockstar games. See how they turn out. All right. Apparently the Outer Worlds for the Nintendo Switch has been delayed because of the coronavirus. Actually, Jack. The coronavirus got the Outer Worlds for the Nintendo Switch delayed. Apparently, some members of the team might have caught that shit.
Jesus,
yo, that shit is crazy. A lot of people been dying from that coronavirus, dog. Oh man, it's spooky.
I think they said the dude that warned them about it today died.
God damn.
Yeah. I think the last time I seen the death toll was like 560 people. So this is fucking crazy. I recently ordered the entire collection of Dragon Ball Z on Blu-ray, and I can't believe
coming from China.
During my process, I was about to buy one coming from China, and I can't believe I canceled that shit. I got one from the States.
You gotta open this shit up with a mask on.
Open that shit.
No, I love the middle of the mall Chinese food. I walk right past that mall.
Bro,
I'm not eating
I can't even lie. I haven't ate Chinese food since this whole coronavirus been going on.
I'm not touching it.
I kind of feel bad for but then again, I really feel bad for Chinese people and Chinese businesses, because people got to be thinking like this as well too, and they're probably losing business. A lot of racism is probably happening right now, so I definitely feel for the Chinese people and shit like that right now, dog. That, you know what I mean? So
I was thinking about that too, because I'm like, damn, people probably not eating that. Like myself, I'm not racist or anything. I'm just precaution.
I just don't want to get sick. I don't want to get sick.
It's not racism. Like, you're literally making sure you don't fucking die.
I don't want to die.
It could be anything. It could be anything.
It could be anything. We don't know what it is.
I haven't had Chinese food since that whole shit been going on, bro. And I love Chinese. If you know me, I love Chinese food, bro.
Yeah, I see something it might affect next gen consoles too.
Yeah, the Nintendo Switch. Apparently, if you guys don't know, Animal Crossing is getting a custom console, right? But apparently, the Japanese release is being delayed due to the coronavirus as well. So this shit is kind of spooky, bro. Man's gonna open their new Switches, get a whole gas in their face, get sick and die.
It's gonna be like when in Uncharted, when you open up El Dorado and it fucking came out. Hey, that's crazy, yo.
That's fucking crazy, bro. So that's spooky in itself. And we were just talking about Rockstar sales. I just want to put out there, GTA hit another milestone as well. 120 million units sold. Like, this game cannot be stopped. Red Dead Redemption 2 as well as top 29 million sales. So that game is selling crazy. I think it sold way better than the first one, right?
What, Red Dead?
Absolutely.
Hell
yeah. Red Dead sold like 6 million copies, I think.
Yeah.
They said GTA Online had its best holiday season in its history.
Okay. I actually have a super chat that I'm in red.
6 years later? 5 years later?
This was actually from Unforgiven. He says, "Can't wait for Bayonetta 2 PC Kickstarter." And I think, I think that might be a possibility. What's up with this whole whole Platinum 4 thing? And I'm with it. Bring Astral Chain.
They need the money, dog.
Bring Astral Chain.
Bring Astral Chain to PC. That's one of the biggest problems with Astral Chain.
Bring it to PlayStation. Bring it to whatever.
30 FPS.
Bring
Bayonetta. They got smoke with. They might got smoke with Nintendo too, then, huh?
Bring all of that shit over, bro. Bring all of that shit. I'm with it.
I'm surprised Nintendo didn't try to buy them.
I'll buy it again.
Microsoft actually tried to buy them.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Thank you for bringing that up. Yo, Jack, you almost won that bet.
Almost.
This rumor is true.
Fathead Phil almost came through for you, Jack.
I know, man.
Would you fuck with Phil Spencer if he actually secured the deal and bought Platinum Games like the rumor was intended to?
Absolutely.
You would have won the $20 bet right there.
That would have been beautiful, dog. And it's a match made in heaven. They both suck. So, hey, look. Get it in.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah, so apparently Microsoft tried to buy Platinum Games and Platinum Games said, "Yeet, we out." That's what happened. So they didn't want
That's when they went with the investment from Tencent after, I guess, after the talks broke apart.
Yeah.
Phil can't do nothing right, can he? God damn.
He been over there in Japan too. I don't know.
You could have secured the bag, Jack. You could have secured the
Hey,
bag.
man, you know what happened. Kami didn't like that mouth he gave him. So you got to get the fuck up out of here, Chief. Your head got in the way, was knocking on my. Hey, man, get up out of here, yo. No deal. Get the fuck out of here, dog. That's what happened. I'm telling you. I can't make this shit up, people. Get crazy.
Yeah, man. I remember there was a lot of rumors saying that Nintendo was coming with a Pro model, but
That's not happening,
yeah,
man.
with their financial report, they came out and confirmed themselves like a Pro model is not coming. I still do believe that this is not the last Nintendo Switch that we will receive in the future. So
No, it'll be the next gen Switch, but it won't be a Pro model.
another Switch.
Next gen
I'm willing
Switch,
to bet
okay.
anything that another Switch model is coming. So,
But it won't be
I'm
like
willing
the
to bet
Switch
anything.
Pro. It'll be backwards compatible, but it'll be generation Switch. It won't be like
another
a
Switch is
Pro model of it.
100%.
Will they have online messaging on system?
Probably not.
They need to
Yeah.
they need to fix their UI and all of that shit, dog. That's what they need to do.
With them coming out,
things,
saying they're not concerned about like sales of the Switch app, like even with PS5 and Series X coming out, they probably ain't fucking with no damn Pro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think they're in their own lane. I think they'll be fine. A lot of people, I still have some receipts. A lot of people were saying that, the Switch will be over when the PS5 and Xbox Series X are up. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that one bit at all.
Nope.
By the time those consoles launch, this is gonna.
You think they can still get third party support when those new systems drop?
You know what it is, Jack? Right now, Switch's third-party support is compiled of a lot of last generation games, bro. A lot of seventh generation games. You know what I mean? It is. And if
games that can run on a toaster.
Yeah, so if they could continue put in 7th gen classics and a few 8th gen games like the Dooms in there
It'll be
from time
fine.
from time, I think they'll survive on that alone, and that in indie games. I think they'll survive on that when it comes to.
So we're gonna be playing like Watch Dogs 4, and they're gonna be getting like Watch Dogs.
Since the Switch, they're not really fucking. I don't know, but it doesn't look like they're putting out shit for the 3DS, right?
Nope.
It doesn't look like that. So since they're
I think it might be a wrap.
Since they're solely putting out content on the Nintendo Switch, I think when it comes to the first party front, they'll be all right. They're always gonna have some shit coming out in the pipeline and shit like that. So I think they'll be fine. But we'll see what happens. Like I doubt like Cyberpunk is gonna be on the fucking Nintendo Switch.
I highly doubt it.
I doubt like if it happened, it happened. But I doubt it. I don't know how that
They
shit's gonna look.
They should barely
struggling
run on
with
the Xbox One.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With the one in the PS4.
Yeah. So,
Shit.
yeah. I think they're gonna be fine. I think they're gonna be fine with the new consoles dropping. Like I said, by the time they drop, there's gonna be a pretty big catalog of games, and as long as Pokemon hit that platform, Animal Crossing is coming. Them type of big name games, they're always gonna be selling regardless. So I'm not too concerned with that shit. I don't think they're gonna fail after that. So I think it'll be fine. I think that's pretty much it for the podcast tonight, guys. That's everything that we wanted.
Wait,
to
Sony shut down the studio.
discuss. Sony shut down the studio.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, they did. Sony shut down the Manchester studio. They said they shut them down to improve operational effectiveness.
So
This studio was opened up in 2015. They didn't release any projects. Rumored to have been working on the Blood and Truth game with London Studios.
Okay. So it's a VR studio.
Yeah, it was a VR studio, and they shut them down.
Get them the fuck out of here. I don't care.
Hey man,
I
yeah,
don't care.
you know
Get
my
'em the fuck
rule.
outta here.
Cut the dead weight. You ain't released the game under your own umbrella in
They
5
haven't
years.
like if people are trying to make a big deal, they haven't released the game. It's a VR studio on top of that. And me personally, I don't give a fuck about VR. Get them the fuck out of here.
Bro, they closed down Gorilla's second studio after they made a game. They was making games. They like, hey, bro, they made two.
Was it a
games.
VR game that they made?
They
It was
made
Ridge,
Ridge
right?
and they made Killzone. What was it, Mercenary?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you could
Gorilla
get
Cambridge.
Yeah.
Gorilla
like you could
Cambridge.
get
Yeah, they
butthurt
closed the fuck
and
down.
maybe for the console war warriors like maybe have a point if they actually made something, but they haven't made a game. Like, what the fuck? Who knows?
Yeah.
They haven't made shit. If they're not making anything, cut them out of there. Then what they there for? Cut them out of there.
Shit, I wouldn't even look at this as a negative for VR either, because the dude that led the project of Astrobot over at Sony Japan, he lead that whole studio now.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
They probably relocated some of
This
the
is
people.
not this is not
Yeah.
not really a big deal. It's not a big deal to ain't no one trying to make a big deal out of it. It's nothing. They haven't even released the game, so who gives a fuck? You know what I mean?
Get the stepping.
Fanboy's been a fanboy.
Yeah.
Get the stepping.
But with that being said, we want to wrap up today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Press Start Podcast this week. We actually had some topics to discuss. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully next week some news happens so we have more topics to discuss. If not, hey man, another game night.
Another game night.
Castle Crashes, man.
But yeah, once again, thank you for supporting our podcast. Please share it on social media. Hit that like button. We really do appreciate it. Make sure you guys check out our Patreon. Off the Record is this Tuesday. I put up a free episode. Some of y'all, I don't know why some of y'all don't even want to go check it out. Just go check it out. It shit almost has 2,000 views. We average at least 5,000 views on Press Our Podcast. Look, if you're listening to this shit, go watch Off the Record and see if you like it. I think you will like it. So go watch it. I put up a free episode.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun and really entertaining. So we're gonna wrap up and we're gonna do the outros. We're gonna start off with Alex.
Buddy, tomorrow night, more Doom 2. We're almost done with it. That game is a fucking troll. I don't think I like it more than 1, to be honest. But we're going to finish that shit, and then we're going to do Doom 64, then Doom 3, then Doom 2016, and then Doom Eternal. All that Doom, all that good gameplay. Good gameplay. Actual video games.
What's the story? Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Hey, man, aliens came down. It's trying to kill him, boy. That's all the
Where
story
the
you
Wolfenstein
need.
streams at, man? That's what I want to see.
Ugh.
I like the
No,
first
thank you.
Wolfenstein. Well, yeah,
Yeah, fuck
Wolfenstein on
Wolfenstein.
PS.
Come on down to the channel. Have some fun. It's
But
relaxing.
the
It's
second
chill.
one is trash.
Trash.
Wolfenstein 2 is
Oh,
trash.
Wolfenstein 2 is trash.
Bro, I got stuck on a train fight. That shit difficult as hell. I think I played on normal too. That game
That
difficult,
shit is
bro.
it's just trash. I
So,
don't fuck
so
with
come
it.
on down. It's youtube.com/oh no it's Alex. And just come on down to the stream, have a good time, enjoy, and then just hang out.
Yeah.
Maybe take your dick out. It's fine.
Oh, whoa,
Huh?
whoa.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
It's okay.
All right.
I don't care.
Sheesh.
And
You can jack it to me. It's cool.
Well, I don't even want to say
J
my
Man,
outro.
can you do your
Nope,
outro,
I'm leaving.
dog?
I'm leaving. Yeah, have a good night. God bless. Thank you. Say that. Oh, just a heads up, if you haven't ever tried PlayStation Now, not that it's a good service streaming wise, they are doing a free 7-day trial, even if you have done one before. As long as you don't have an active subscription, you can sign up for this. Just make sure to end the automatic renewal so they don't charge you. And yeah, that's on there now. I used that. I beat up Resistance 3 over the weekend. Insomniac, y'all need to do the right thing. Revive Resistance, please.
Please don't. Please don't.
Please don't.
I agree with
Revive
Jack.
that thing.
I agree with Jack here.
Let's get it back.
Talk about
Let's get those Ratchet and Clank.
The streets need that.
Ooh,
Speaking
that
of
was
Ratchet and
rumored.
Clank,
It was rumored for PS5,
Rumored.
right?
yep.
Yeah, launch
Yeah.
title.
Dog, I'm tired of these rumors,
I'm with
dog.
that. I'm with
I'm
that.
just
It's
tired
just-
of it, though.
I'm definitely with that. I
Look,
need
like
that.
I'm somebody who doesn't like mind rumors, but that's all I've been hearing, like rumor.
It's
rumor,
irritating.
this. It's now just coming to the point that I'm kind of sick of the word rumor. You know what I mean? Like
Yes,
I don't want to hear
correct.
I don't want to hear the word rumor. I'm usually down for rumors, but today I don't like these days. I don't want to hear the word rumor, speculation,
Because it means
insider, source. I'm tired of all of that shit, bro.
Because it usually end up being fake. Like
I'm tired of all of that shit, right?
dumb
At
shit.
this point, I'm tired of all that shit. Sony needs
Yo.
to come out and reveal this PS5. Xbox kind of do a full reveal of this shit and done it, bro. Like, I'm tired of all of this speculation and all this shit. Y'all been listening to fucking...
I don't know what you laughing at.
Look what he posted. Look what he posted.
Wait, wait.
All right, I gotta put this on the screen. I gotta put
Hey
this on the
yo,
screen.
hey yo.
Yo, press our memes bugging.
Yo,
That's a retweet.
Yo, he bugging.
that's a retweet.
That's a retweet.
That's a retweet.
Yo, I gotta put this up on the screen, dog. This shit is actually funny as fuck, bro.
Because the simple fact that Kofi is playing Dragon Ball Kakarot when it's just a Z, you know, it's the same
gotta-
story. Hey, he fucking got the box of the Dragon Ball Z.
yup,
You can't watch
yup.
that shit because it's made in China.
Hold on, yeah, I gotta put this up. He is wilding right now, bro. Yo, you are wilding right now. You bugging, dog. Oh shit, that's funny as hell, dog. I'm gonna retweet that shit. That's funny as hell. Wait, where was he at, yo? We're just doing.
I was doing my outro. Follow me on Twitter at JMay. And yeah, man, y'all have a good night.
Yo, Jack, finish this off, dog.
Man, appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you check out Press Start Podcast on Patreon if you want to. Make sure you check me out. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Mixer. Jack Move Johnny, and we out. All right.
This shit is funny. All right, we out, guys. See you guys next Tuesday on Off the Record and Thursday on Press Start Podcast. Hope everybody has a blessed night. Take it easy.